What's going on, beautiful people? This video is a full compilation of how I built my amazing 360 litre home aquarium. There were some different challenges with this tank compared to usual. Because it's at my house, it has to be perfect. I'm talking no water level lines, scum lines on the top, so we need the auto water top off, stylish lighting that fits in with the theme of the room. Everything had to be spot on. My wife is very particular, as you'll find out throughout the video. But thankfully, if you get to the end, which I'm sure you will, it's a really, really good compilation, you'll see that everything turned out absolutely amazing. It's one of my proudest tanks. It's one of the best ones I've done. Hope you enjoy the whole video. What's going on, beautiful people? Bit of a weird one. Look, we're starting in my house, and that is because we have finally decided it's time for a tank here. It's been 2 years living here now, isn't it? And we've not had a single tank. There's just been so much going on with decorating and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, you want one as well now, don't you? Because you're a bit more into it. Yeah. And before it was like, oh, Mark's got tanks. And now you like the fish and the tanks, so yeah. I mean, I'm telling them this. You could tell them this, but Kate's shy, so she just wants me to talk. So we've kind of taken up all space, Kate, haven't we? So
we've got a lot of windows.
We've got a lot of windows, like everywhere's got windows. Although you can put a tank in front of the windows.
But I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that, no. Blocks out all the light.
And you spoke about putting one here.
Yeah, we spoke about having one where this sort of plant area is. It's like a big dividing tank, which would be really cool. But we just feel that it might be a bit too much in the room as you come in, wouldn't it?
I think it would be a bit, yeah. It'll stick out a bit as well.
It'll come out quite a bit, which means you've got to move stuff up. It kind of sections the area off a bit too much. So the other option is, of course, obviously you can move the cross trainer, but this is my desk area. Here would work. So the window sort of starts there. So we've got, that's 6 foot near enough, I'd say. But we don't want it right to the edge. So like a 5 foot tank could come here so good.
Just move your desk along a bit.
The desk can shift up a little bit. And then I can sit here and have a whole tank. Oh, yeah. All right, that's decided then. We're getting a tank. We've got the space. We can do 5 foot and come up quite high as well. I better order one. I'm going to order one from Maidenhead, get Martin to bring. I don't know how long it's going to take.
What colour do you want to go for, though?
Glass colour.
No, the unit.
So I've got the OK?
Yeah.
Yes. So many of you might have noticed in the previous couple of videos, we're getting some interesting camera angles. I can move around, for instance, and oh. I've got a new camera guy. Let me come in front. I'll show. Let's introduce. Come on in, Steph. Come on in. This is Stefan. He has been my friend for, we just worked out, 27 years. So, it was like first day of secondary school. Anyway, so Steph is my best man at my wedding. He's like godfather to all my children. And yeah, so that's how we know. What a weird coincidence. We were playing computer games when we were 12, and now we're working together.
Yeah, it's great. Octane.
Where are you going? I have my phone and I'm expecting a message from Kate. Oh, let me check. It wasn't Kate. It was Martin. The tank has arrived. We can go pick it up.
Let's go.
So one of the good things that comes with having a new cameraman, Steph, is the big green van.
The family adventure wagon.
Okay, we'll call it. I like the big
or the
green,
snot rocket.
The snot rocket. So we're going to collect the tanks. They're big boxes. Steph's got like a whole setup in here with different stuff. So we're taking out his toolbox. Is it a toolbox, Steph?
This?
Yeah.
It's actually a kitchenette.
A kitchen. Oh, very fancy. Yeah, we've got to take that out and then it should fit. We were just going to risk it and go there, but it's like an hour round trip, and if we get there and can't get it in, that'd be dumb.
Kitchenette.
Do you need a hand? Through. We almost need 3 people now. We need a second cameraman. It's not heavy, is it?
Yes.
Oh,
very.
Okay, well, I can help you put it back in. Do you know what? Funnily enough, you've had this van and the previous one, which was the same, but yellow.
And the one before that, which was white.
Really?
Yeah.
You've had them how long?
Oh, it's good, like 6, 7 years.
And I have never been in it once.
You're in for a treat,
This is going to be fun.
You're in for a treat.
Oh, what's happened here, Steph?
Yeah, that's detritus from the lanes. Just
good use of word, as fish-keeping word.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
I'm in already. If we get in, you have to close the side door.
Oh, sure. I'm in cameraman mode. What? So spacious, isn't it, Steph?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like it. It feels like old school, but like, I'm sure you can repair everything on this, can't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't.
Oh.
But someone can.
It's my first time in a van, and it feels like we're hanging over the end. Not my first time in a van, but like one like this. Yes, I'm loving van life.
Feel the power.
I think I want to get a van now.
Get a van.
I'm going to get a van. Steph, show them the play. Do that again.
This is not...
But we're going straight. It's loud.
It's loud. It hurts my ears.
Right, we're on our way to the fish shop and we got an emergency call. Kate's broken down at her mum's house. We need to change a wheel. We're pit crew now.
Eat your heart out, Matt Armstrong.
We're on the way up. This is when the jack goes through the door. Do everything, me. Fish, cars. This is about the limit of the cars. And even this might fall off. Mission accomplished, let's go. Oh no, they've got to put this in the car. Why do these weigh so much? So we're back at the shop. This is strange. Someone else is filming and I'm not holding it.
Yeah, it's odd.
You have something for me.
I
Please tell me you do.
Yeah, and thankfully no one picked it up over the weekend. So
Good.
It's,
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
it's all
Where
good,
is
ready
it?
to go.
Where is it?
It's out this way.
Oh, it's out this way.
Yeah, it's on a trolley.
That's where I'm going.
Steph nearly fell into that pond. Show him that pond, Steph. You step back into that.
So yeah, it's all fully boxed up, nice and protected. You've got a cabinet and a tank. Is an aquamarine planter, 5 foot.
5 foot. I mean, so I went with I've got lots of the 4 foot version already. I just really think they're such good value for money.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit more expensive than the 4 foot.
Yeah.
Because
I
it's
think
got
this
much
one-
thicker glass, isn't it?
Yeah, it runs out about £1,200.
Okay.
So I can double check the pricing in a sec.
It's about double, but it's not double the size. But that's purely because I want braceless tanks. And to get
Yeah,
braceless with that size, you need the thicker glass.
Yeah, it's up on like 12, 15 mil glass. So it's thick chunky glass. It's a heavy tank. I hope you're strong.
I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
We've got the van
Awesome.
out the front, literally. So if we can go,
Yeah, we'll just wheel it straight out through the shop.
cool. I'm really excited. My first proper home tank. It's going to be so good. Well, I say first home tank, I mean the first home tank in my new house, which is not new. It's 2 years old now, but... Oh, we'll come and show off this tank in a minute as well.
Yeah, everything's growing in really well.
Yes.
In fact,
yeah.
do a couple of...
Look at the hydrocoil.
If you swing your back end out,
Okay. Oh, that's the cabinet. Hopefully that's the back.
impatience.
Oh no, it's okay. It's all wrapped up inside. It's good.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting I'm impatient, Martin?
no, definitely not.
I mean, you are right, Martin. I am one of the most impatient people ever. When I ordered this, I was like, can it come tomorrow? We're not Amazon Prime.
Unfortunately not. Are we in the bright green one?
Yeah, we're in the Snot Rocket. Stefan's lovingly named the van the Snot Rocket. I think it's brilliant.
If we slide it towards...
What? Oh, I was just going to pick it up.
Slide to that. And then
This isn't heavy at all, is it, Martin? This bit, it's the glass.
Right.
We could turn it if you want. Do you want to rest it on the edge? Yeah. I can't see
Nope.
now, so it's up
Hang
to
on,
you.
let me get that edge down then.
You're quite struggling here.
You're struggling, are you? Yep.
You got it? Can't wait to get this out the other end. Right, we try to come up with every possible way of putting things in.
I'm really good at Tetris, but I don't think it's going to fit.
We're an inch shy of the space, so we're going to have to do 2 runs. Not too long, but is what it is.
Yep. At least it's on the trolley.
Don't leave it there though, Martin.
Why?
Mind you, no one's going to nick that.
No one's going to lift it on their own.
I don't know what's the weight like. That's not too bad. I'm happy with that actually. That's not that heavy. Okay, right, we'll come back. Damn it! On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Good old snot rocket. That's my ring. Shall I go inside? Yeah.
Ow!
Headbutted the roof.
You open the garage door.
That's probably a good idea, yeah. Thank goodness you're here.
It ain't light, is it? That's all right. Well, if we just get it out. You all right?
Yeah. Right, go round that way. We can turn it as we get to the door. That way. It's on my foot, but that's fine.
I did not sign up for this.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the run. Give it up. It's bobsleigh time.
Take someone around the corner and take someone out. Or a car. Just at knee level. And maybe that
You just slide it straight on.
Just go straight underneath there for a set.
Done this before, Martin.
It's almost like it's my van.
This is awkward. Steph, might need you to put the camera down, actually. I don't know how we're going to get it out the other end, but that's someone else's problem. Well, yeah. That's it, yeah, you're over. Right, thanks for your help, Martin.
No problem at all.
Are these available for everyone else?
Everyone, yeah. Yeah, they come in 3 sizes. You got the 900, the 1200, the 1500. 3 different, slightly different versions of it as well. This is the planter, so it is open top, like a escaping tank. There's the fresh, which comes with a sliding cover glass over the top. And then the pro, which is the one we did the black water tank in a couple of years ago.
With the whole
system-wise.
weir and...
Yep.
Yeah. So you can do it for salt water as well.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
there's a range of colours as well.
We're just talking about something that no one's seen yet.
No.
But they will do in a bit.
Maybe.
Right, we're here. The snot rocket made it.
Of course it made it.
I don't know. Right, so there's no point in us getting that glass out yet. We might as well move the other one into the house and then we just slide it on top. Yeah. Well, before we bring the tank in, Steph's just getting a bit of training in.
Just getting warmed up before we get the tank in.
Ta-da! This is where I banged it. No mark, yes. Okay, the doors are pretty cool because they do this.
Nice.
I won't be using this side because the desk will be up against it, but I've got so much room on this side anyway. Filter, bits and bobs. Yeah. So you can see at the moment that all the doors are a little bit higgledy-piggledy. Once the tank's on, we've got our first full of water, then you adjust the doors, but they can all be individual chains so it all lines up perfectly.
It's gonna roll off the edge a little bit.
That's all right.
Hold on, let's just... You all right?
Yeah. She's on my knee to control it.
Hold on. Don't pull, let's just... I ain't got
Pivot. Pivot.
I ain't got a good grip,
Okay.
but...
On your knees. Yes!
Crikey.
Look at the glass thickness, Kate. We've just brought it in and Kate goes, it's a lot bigger than I thought. We measured it.
It's not small.
It's not.
I think it looks insane. It looks
It's
so
not
good.
quite as high as I imagine. I imagine it to be quite high.
Yeah. So you're saying that in a positive way, yeah?
Yeah.
For the potential idea of the island divider. Yeah, sorry, not an island.
We can't walk around it.
Well, bring it out far enough. What, are you thinking that's so we can potentially shift the sofa up a little bit? That would have to be happening because otherwise it would just get in the way of the window. So if you come up a little bit with that,
I don't like
and it'll come literally in line with the window. Come on. 360. I'll take the background off the tank and everything. You'll be able to see it from both ways.
Well, can we put it there and see?
Oh my God, it's so heavy. All right, okay, it might be worth it. Hopefully that confirms it. I think that looks fantastic, of course, but it's not down to me. It's down to Kate. What do you think, Kate? It is big.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because
I mean,
I'm not
obviously,
used to having something big there.
No.
It does feel like it.
How awesome. Imagine, look, try and not imagine it, this misted,
No,
condensated
I mean,
box.
once it's done, obviously it would look...
Super
and you
clear,
can see through it as
all
well.
the way through,
Give-
yeah.
At the moment, it feels like it's solid.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously you'll be able to see through
See
it
all the way
once
through
you've done
it.
it.
There's a misted background already on it. That will peel off. The only thing that's putting you off, Kate, isn't it? It's these down here, the
Yeah,
back
but that
end.
doesn't bother me.
Is that all right?
Yeah, I think it'd be okay. It'd be fine.
Because the sofa.
Because I think that once the tank's done, it would take away, because people wouldn't look at like people would be looking at the tank, not the back of the.
I'm sure I could get a piece of this sent to us, Kate. I could get just that
that'd be a good
exact
idea,
piece
yeah.
sent to us. I'll speak to Martin, and I can cut it to the exact size just to fill in.
Just some, like a door.
patch it.
You need just like a door sent to you.
But no, I'll just cut it to the recess because it's a recess, and I'll just literally put it in there, and you won't be able to tell that there's a gap there
Yeah,
at
no,
all.
I mean like a door size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you want, like a piece like that big, just to use.
Because from this side, oh, look at that.
The other thing is coming into the room.
You're not mic'd up, Steph, so I'll repeat what you say. Coming into the room,
Coming into the room, how that then feels. You've got like, it acts as a divider,
it's a divider, yeah.
which is quite nice. So that separates your workspace.
And I
Yeah.
think you can push your desk right up to the end
Yeah,
and keep that door pretty open.
Pretty open, so then
you can see it. I think that's it. I think we're going to do it, babes. Come on.
Yeah.
it looks pretty cool from here.
If when it's all done you really don't like it, I can break it down. Well, at least drain it and move it, but it doesn't hurt to try. Obviously, I'm going to get some lights suspended from the ceiling.
It's not quite as ghastly as I thought. I thought it was going to be really
Ghastly?
I was imagining it to be so high that I couldn't see the window.
Yeah.
I was imagining I was thinking of an 8-foot tank. How high that one is.
Oh yeah, that's massive.
Yeah, I was picturing it being that high.
So you're happy?
But because you can still see through, it doesn't feel like it's too as intrusive.
I think we just give it a go. If it doesn't work, it can be moved again.
Yeah. Does it matter that the smoke alarm's right above it?
Well, no, the tank's not going to be smoking, babes.
No.
So,
No, but like, will it not set it off with?
what with what?
I don't know.
So yeah, we can have filtration coming off this side. I can drill 2 circular holes in the side so that all the pipework can come in. Like I say, we can have suspended lights from the ceiling, which will look really smart as well. The wires can gently come down. Maybe I can get an electrician to put something through. No, that's a lot of work, isn't it, Steph?
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that.
Okay, cool. It's done. That's where it's staying. Sorry, guys. I feel like I've wasted their time, but we didn't know this would be the case.
Oh,
That's already made a massive difference, isn't it?
oh god, yeah.
Like, it doesn't look like a block in the room. Kate, come have a look. There we go. That is so much better, isn't it? It doesn't look like a block in the room.
It's better if you can see through it.
Those aren't scratches, if anyone can see that. That's just like a little bit of silicone or whatever. All needs cleaning. So, yeah, all good. Whew. Don't know why I did that. Well then, what a fantastic day this has turned out to be. Completely different to the original plans, but I think this is going to work here. I now need to order some different lighting though, because I did have the hook lights that clip to the back of the aquarium. It's not really going to work here. So I'm going to go for something crazy expensive that comes from the ceiling. So then it has to look perfect so that my wife approves of it in that location. That's what I'm going to do. Stay tuned. This is going to be insane. So the tank is technically ready. We've got everything in the right place. All agreed with Kate. It's now time to start actually scaping the tank. So we start this video in the studio because we need to go shopping. We have got lots and lots of different rocks and substrates and detail stones to choose from here because I got a ton of stuff in from Aquarium Gardens. Dave came recently, he just filled up his boot and just dropped loads of it off for me. Like, it was easier for him to hand deliver it the amount I ordered. So we've got lots and lots of Sirius stone. We've got these cool Galapagos stones, but there isn't a huge amount of them. But I do have quite a bit of the black algae, and I think that'll work really well in a tank. Especially with the idea I've got in mind. I don't need a huge amount of rock, but I do need lots of wood. Now, most of the wood I've got here is quite sort of thin and spindly, quite suitable for 60 centimetre tanks, you know, nano tanks, but not for 1.5 metres worth of aquarium. So this is where I keep the majority of the bigger wood. So we've got tons and tons to choose from. So that's too big, obviously. That one there is not, well, it could fit in the tank. Actually, yeah, no, that's a bit too much. I want some swim room as well. But we've got lots of cool pieces here that are just sort of stuff that I need to be able to create the structure that I want. I'm kind of doing like the red sail aquarium I did, where it's like a sweeping sort of amount of these. because it needs to be thin in the middle of the tank, so we've got left and right of it, but also high enough to come out so I can attach plants and everything like that. This one's cool. Got a big thickness to it. This can come at the end closest to the wall, obviously with some more pieces coming off it, but that sets the structure and we can build off of it. This is a little bit different to usual. Obviously I can't just walk outside and keep grabbing wood. I need to make sure I've got the right amount now, probably more than I need. Bit like when you go to the fish shop now, because travelling backwards and forwards, it's
Take
not
it
a
all.
massive problem. Yeah, just load up the boot. Rushing this off because it doesn't look great, does it? And I want it to be perfect when it's in the tank. It's fine details, you know, but I think it's worth it.
Is it wood that's been used before, yeah?
I think this is since it's been sat outside because I don't. I know what it is. It's where I pulled it out of the tank and there was duckweed all over it, and I just left it out here, and that's the sort of remnants of it. It's coming off very easy. Look, damn duckweed. Even when it's dead, it still plagues us. So that's the wood sorted. Rocks, substrate, we need capping layer, texture sand. Rocks, I know I'm just going to use all of this black algae. There's loads here, and there's also a bit more underneath as well. So I've got lots of that. Look at the state of my car. It's just living in the country, isn't it?
Country lanes, mate.
Right, I know I want sand as the capping layer. Definitely want to use one of these substrate layers. It's basically soil that's going to go underneath the sand. First time using this stuff, I just want to try it out. I know it's nutrient rich, has to be capped. I mean, that's exactly what I'm all about, isn't it? So giving it a go. That's the Denelay substrate. For detail stones and to keep it quite clean around the edges, I want to use this stuff. This is the Denelay Ryoshingu. There we go, that's easier. Look at that, all varied in sizes and colours. Love this stuff, I've used it loads. I want darker rocks to potentially go for detail as well, but those are too small. These are quite rounded, but they are darker tones, so I think I'll take those just in case. And then maybe the smaller ones as well. So I've got my pool filter sand as my capping layer for all the soil. I've ordered more, but it might not come in time. It should do, but if it doesn't, I'm just going to take some other capping sand as well. Ooh, how about a nice bit of ADA La Plata? Yeah, very nice. I was about to just load this up in the back of the car, but I know that after the journey, this is not going to be full. I think it's a good idea just to tape it up. That's some good taping.
Better to be safe than sorry.
I've got the glue. I've got the Fanta.
On the road again.
I can't wait to get on the road. This isn't quite as interesting as... Whoa, that's right in my face.
Yeah, sorry.
This is nowhere near as interesting as the van, is it? First of all, it's electric, so it doesn't make any noise.
Well, I mean, it means my eardrums don't
That's
hurt.
true, yeah, that's true.
Pardon? Horsey.
Oh, we have a parcel.
Delivery!
Can't actually remember what I ordered. Ah, it's a superfish delivery. Always like to use the right tool for the job, as you know, Stefan.
Yep. Yep, definitely the right tool for the job. It's a box full of bubble wrap now.
Ah, CO2 reactor refill, A and B. They're in bigger packets now, awesome. Oh yes, this is the new Scaper light, but it's the RGB version. Awesome, can't wait to give that a go. I'll probably actually use it on this one, even though it comes with the one in the kit, but this is the RGB one, so yeah, that'll be wicked. Yeah, then a couple more lights for the smaller tanks, and then I've got the cabinet for this as well. So this is going to be the tank that we use for, it's the Hardscape Pleco tank, so yes, can't wait to set that up.
More LEDs in there.
Right, change of plan. We were just... Run! We were just about to get all the Hardscape out. Kate's turned up and said the cats we're going to be collecting later on, the kittens, need to be collected now, so we're going to go get them. We have cats. Kate, release the hounds, cats. Do you want to come in? Oh.
What type of fish are they?
Are you coming out?
Oh, you're very inquisitive.
Oh, look at you. Our family size has increased by 2. Are you going to come out as well?
I need to put some litter in the toilet.
This one loves
my word.
the little carry thing. Hello. This one's very inquisitive. So this is Mrs. Nesbit.
I am Mrs. Nesbit.
And this is Ethel.
No, it's not.
Kate's not a fan of either of those names, but we shall see. Welcome to the family, little lady. Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking, oh, you've just got cats. Now you're putting a fish tank with the perfect thing to be able to jump in it with. But hear me out, they're kittens. We've had cats before with fish tanks as well, although it wasn't open top, but never mind. What I'm going to do is, as you know, they get comfortable with the surroundings, I'm just going to bring them up to it and literally let them feel the water and be like, no, that's not for me. And then they'll know. If you just don't let them up there, the second you're not looking, they're going to try and jump in, but I'm going to show them how horrible it is. Maybe give them a quick swim. You know, no, we won't do that. But yeah, I'm going to let them see that there's nothing interesting, so hopefully they'll just leave it alone. They will. Right, as with any planted aquarium, we start off with the substrate system. I need nutrients galore down there. Well, that is if you're doing a planted tank. If you're doing like Mabuna or something like that, then you don't want nutrients under it. We're not doing that. There was the option initially of us doing the planted tank or the Mabuna in here, and Kate wanted to do the planted tank, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down for that. But what I haven't told her is that I want to put Mabuna over here now as well. But we'll get to that. Let's get this looking good first. Oh. Right, this stuff does not look nice. It's not designed to be nice. Every time I break down a tank, I always just save the stuff that's underneath the decorative layer or mix it all in together and just put it in buckets and just sort of leave them outside. And that's because I always know that there's instances like this where I need it. This goes as a base layer. It's just to generate height in some areas. It's mainly sand, gravel, bit of aqua soil, bit of like aquatic compost. There's root tabs mixed in around it all as well. So it's got nutrients, but I'm mainly using it for the bulk.
Nice slippers.
So to make sure that all this like used substrate has got enough nutrients, I'm going to mix it with the Denelay substrate as well, the soil, give it a proper nutrient-rich base, lay that down, then the sand can go over the top. I'll add root tabs and things later on as well, but not until I know where the plants are going to be. At this stage, I'm just going to get it all in. Just had a thought, this stuff is nutrient rich now, so I'm just going to do 1 bag's worth. The rest of it is just, it's got nutrients, but I'm going to use that to make the bulk, put this one on top, then the roots are going to have nutrients straight away. So that layer I'm classing as the structure. That's giving us our turd, dino turd. But on top of that now as well, I want that nutrient layer to go as well. So it's going to sort of like, not double in size, but there'll be a good another inch over everything. But I'm making sure to keep it away from the sides. I don't want to see any of this. So if you keep it away from the sides, when we pour our nice clean sand in, that's all you'll see on the edges. This is actually bringing back quite a lot of memories because it reminds me of when I first started, like before I had a YouTube channel and I was making fish tanks and not filming it at all. Because I would be doing this in the house, Kate would be going nuts, there's mess everywhere. Yeah, it's quite therapeutic. Now it's time to cap all of that with pure sand. Pure sand? I don't know why I've called it pure sand. It's pool filter sand.
Boot number 2.
The other amount just turned up as well, so I've got 2 of these. Should be enough. So that's the substrate system set up. Pretty boring part of the process, but very, very important. Without giving the roots the nutrients they need, the plants just won't grow. We've got decent amount of light and hitting this tank. So without the plants growing like in turbo mode, then you're going to get algae because the algae has available nutrients and the plants aren't sucking them up. So now we've got that sorted, we can move on to the next stage. And just so you know, like this is about the amount of sand I've got on top of nutrients the whole way round. There you go, it's the back end of the tank. You can see the nutrients, then you can see sand capping on top. There'll be even more in the middle sections as well because we're going to be putting some like decorative gravel as well. So it's always good just to lay everything out like this. I can see the exact shapes of the rocks I want. I can select them for what part of the tank I want them as well. Obviously, I don't want too large of stuff near the foreground, or maybe you do. That's the point. You don't know unless you can see it all. Got all the wood here as well. This one, it's got quite a lot of gunky stuff on it. I think I might pressure wash those. Those slippies clean. These are for indoor and outdoor use. Don't worry, we live in the country. Oh yeah, she likes that, look. Oh. It's good they've stopped scowling at me now. Right, so the concept, now we've got all our wood ready, I'm going to explain to you what I'm going for here. It's a long tank, yeah? So we can simulate sort of river's edge really well because this is not the viewable end. So I want to have bulkiness up in this section, sort of tapering off down lower as it goes down here. The beauty of that is we can have lots of big plants up the top section, so like a refuge area if you want for the fish, but also plants coming out of the water, not underneath the light, but in this section as well. Remember, we won't be seeing these wires. I will be filling that in with another tube. Just waiting for some parts to come for that. So the main bulk is a central island, swimming pool all the way around. So I'll leave like a gap here of hardscape so that the fish can come wherever they want. They can go in the dark areas if they want. They can come right out in the open part. So if you envisage this as a cross section to the middle of the river, they've got that open area, they've got the refuge area. I think it's going to be great. First things first, let's just get some wood in and start getting some structure. I like to start with the wood. It's the biggest thing going in the aquarium. And to be honest, I like to pick the biggest wood as well. So I think that is a good starting piece. Sand is going to stick all over it, but that's fine. Good. So this is a fantastic little piece, or big piece, I reckon, for here. Look, we're coming out the top of the tank as well. It's got some good backward angle to start with. I'm literally just placing stuff in at the moment. I'm not certain on anything, but I like that. It's creating an angle there. I can flare forward again, and slowly taper it down like some sort of dinosaur back or something like that. And then this one arches slightly the opposite way, which if we can find a good little join point, can get the start of our arc going that way. But I think it'd be quite cool to have it a little bit higher, so I can place a rock underneath it if I want. Do you know what I mean? If I can get it to go more like that, I think that's way better. But if I let go of it now, it's going to fall. So I need a rock. Something like that, I think, can work. Got it, perfect rock. Swap that out, because we can always sink rocks in, can't we? So place that there. And this will all be glued to the rock, so it can't sort of move around as well. So I really like that, but it is directly under the light. We're losing a ton of light in this area, so maybe a bit more angle.
Move the lights?
No. I was like, what? I thought you meant for the camera shot, not like totally. I was like, oh. So we do want to create shadows, that's the point of this section, but not to the point where one side of the tank is fully lit and the other side isn't. So I'll put ferns and things down further here, maybe keep all of this wood on show because it looks good, and then fill in this section with some ferns and that as well. That way we're going to get a shaded area at the back, but it's all going to come forward the light still, so you've got to think ahead in that aspect. So this is quite carefully balanced, so I'm going to tack it right now. Usually I get everything in and then tack it, but if I knock this, it's going to move, and I'm really happy with it. So I've got super glue gel here. This is cyanoacrylate super glue gel. Don't worry, it's not harmful to fish or anything like that. It's basically as soon as it reacts and goes hard, it turns into a plastic, doesn't leach anything into the water. And then this is a little reactor I use to make it go set straight away, so I don't have to wait at all, otherwise you've got to wait a few hours. I don't have a few hours, ever. So yeah, I'm just going to find some contact points where the rock touches the wood, make a blob of it, because it stays as a gel in like a circle, like a sphere, blob, you know. Spray the blob and it will tack it. But look, now I can tap it, it's not falling anywhere, it's already setting. Within the next 10 minutes, that'll be rock hard and it binds it completely. Oh, like a glove. So I don't want them all in a perfectly straight line, so I'm just kind of like swirling them as they go. It just looks a bit more natural. This one's coming this way now, and this one I'll bring slightly inwards. It just, yes, you don't get many straight lines in nature. So for me, it's looking good, but this one here is too parallel, which it can work if you're going for more of a contemporary look, but I want it a bit more angled. It's all just trial and error at this point. And what's quite good is the sand is locking it in for me. Oh, it was until I did that. So a bit of a gap between the two now, that's fine. You want a bit of negative space, you know, we've got some swim room in here. I can foresee some plants in this section, but then keeping that gap, just a bit more interest, you know. It does mean though this one here is quite upright, so again, I could just start angling that even further. And either I can stay like that or I can add another piece in here, I think would be quite cool. But it is good to have some areas that don't have the complete island, just for water flow, fish movement, that sort of thing. We're going to have cories in here for sure, so they're going to want to go sort of everywhere. So I was going to fill this gap, but now I'm thinking two islands that are kind of joined by plants but not by structure. And I think this will look better about here. Then we can build up rocks around it. I do want something out here though, because if it's completely open, the fish won't tend to use it that much. So I'm just going to make sure that there's planting and everything in this section, some more rocks. But that's enough wood, I think. I don't think we need any more wood. So I'm just looking at the rock for nice edges. I quite like that, it's got some good colour. Place this one up against it now, because I'm creating the island out here. Actually, that's not very good. That's too upright. That's nice. And also there's a contact point so I can glue to as well. So I'm just creating my island out here on its own at the moment. And make sure you're not doing straight lines, so that's following the line of the wood, which is good, but it's different to this, so it just looks natural. If it's all like completely straight, no. Oh, look at that. See how some stuff just like locks in and seems to fit it really well? Yeah. It's a flat edge on that though, so from that side, no, that doesn't work. So because I'm technically scaping from 3 sides at the same time, this looks great from this side, but now look, straight line, I think that looks poor. So just a twist, it might not even be suitable, this particular rock, but you know, give it a little twist. Nice little crevice for it there. Oh, there we go. If I can get that to stay, that looks cool. Does it work from there?
Yeah, it looks a lot
Works
better.
from there, yeah. So yeah, it ties in with the rest of them, and some of the edges look a bit odd, but we can put plants in those areas, so it'll kind of look like one piece where the wood's all lodged into. It's really coming together. Oh, that's a nice piece. Look at that detail. It looks like a shrunk down mountain, doesn't it? Such good rock. Like when I spoke to Dave at Aquarium Gardens, I was like, send me all your black alderley stone. That's why I got so much. You'll have more in stock now though. Oh, look at that. Looks so good.
It's coming together.
Like, this might look complicated, but when you've got materials like this, it's so easy. Like, it looks good anyway. You could pretty much just chuck it in. Little bit of fiddling, of course there is, and maybe it's just easy for me. A lot of people say it's easy for me because I'm doing it automatically now, but it's not really complicated, is it? It's just some rocks, some wood placed at angles. Just angles work. So what I'm trying to say is, like, everything's got a straight line look, especially with this kind of rock. But just make sure that most of them aren't parallel. The odd pieces here is fine because it's on its way down. Again, even as I'm saying it, it feels like I'm overcomplicating it. Just no straight lines. Everything's like no parallel lines and like no squared off areas and stuff like that. Just everything higgledy-piggledy, just like nature. This is going a bit big. Might work, might not, we're just trying. I can tie in the two islands with rock rather than wood. Just shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. All right, that looks pretty cool. See how this is quite straight? I can bring it across a little just to break up that straight line, and now we've got a lot more variation. So I've got no more smaller rocks. I quite fancy using this one potentially, maybe break it up. I want a bit more bulk on this side. That fits in nicely, keeps the flow going in the right direction. Some really nice colours on it as well. And there's going to be plants in all this section, remember, so this is just the base layer of Hardscape. I'm trying to think of the plants as Hardscape himself as well, because they're going to create so much size in this area. Right, so that now can be swapped, I think, having the smallest piece right at the front, down here, other way. Everything's pretty much sort of locked into place with some of the rock placement, which is great. It's rarely the case. I'm just going to go around and tack as many points as I can, just because when I'm doing maintenance in the future and stuff, I want it to be solidly in there. I don't want to be like, oh, I've knocked it, it's changed it all. So yeah, just going to glue with the same stuff again, as many points as I can.
Yeah, great shot. Perfect.
So that might look like it didn't take long, and it didn't. If I'm honest, I'm one of those aquascapers that just goes by feel, and it tends to happen quite organically and very fast. That isn't the case for everyone. Like even pros, I don't consider myself pro. I consider myself a planted tank guy. I make planted tanks. I don't say like aquascaper or anything like that. There's these guys at these top levels it's crazy. But they might spend like a week, if not more, on just this process, putting a little bit in, sitting back, and just seeing if they like it over time, and then the next day they might adjust something a little bit more and enjoy that process. I don't really enjoy that. I like going, getting it in, and it always seems to work with me. Some of the scapes are quite similar, some of them aren't, but if it fits the scenario you're in or the tank size you're in, and I feel like this one does. And Kate just came in as well when we were doing the time lapse, and she was like, oh wow, that's really good. So I didn't catch it on camera, but trust you, she loved it. She thought it looked brilliant. Oh Christ, that's peaking. So yeah, you're probably looking at some of these areas here now and thinking, oh, he said no straight lines and things, but these are all crevices for plants to be able to go. So like, there's a real sharp edge on this piece here, look. Well, that's a perfect spot for a Nubius to slot in. Wouldn't even have to glue it, just lodge it in. There's quite a few points of that around. But first of all, before we get on any planting at all, we need to finish it. It's not finished. We're about to make it come alive with scatter gravel all around the rocks. Now, you don't have to do that. Some people like to keep it that sort of clean look. But I don't. I just want it to look real. So you see different gradings in rivers, don't you? Oh, Tesco's is here, Kate. I'll help you in a sec.
Bravo.
It's colours. So I normally dry all this scatter gravel off before I put it in, just falls a little bit better. We haven't got time for that, running out at the end of the day, and the battery of the camera's running out as well, so I'm just gonna put it in wet. It'll actually look better under the lights as well. So when I'm placing it in, I'm just pushing it up against things and just letting it sort of fall naturally. So it's quite sticky at the moment because it's wet, but be fine. Looks great, doesn't it? It's amazing how much this will transform the look. It'll just get it looking really natural quite fast. And I will still leave some sand peeking through because it can look a bit, what should we say, contrived, is that? Yeah, we'll go with contrived. If I got language. Can look a bit contrived if it's just blocked right out. I do sort of want it like everywhere though. It's going to cut down some of the light. It means there'll be less algae because all of the light bouncing off the sand. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's kind of long, looks good.
So you do like it?
Yeah.
Okay, and scatter gravel, I know you like a clean look, but...
No, I don't mind that gravel, that's fine.
Because it's realism. Plus, in amongst it all, I'm going to put loads of shoots of different plants as well, so it sort of merge as one.
Yep, thank you.
There we have it. That's, I'm well pleased with how it's gone. Everything so far has gone perfect. Couldn't have hoped for any better. In the next video, I've got a ton of equipment just arrived, ready to kit the whole thing out. All my plants have arrived as well, so we can get the plant in. I'll be able to plant it, fill it up, get it crystal clear, get it ready for fish. Oh, I cannot wait. See you on the next episode. In this video, we are planting, but first of all, we need to go back to the studio because I don't have plants here.
Oh, hello, snot rocket.
Where are you going?
So in the last day or two, I've received quite a big order of my plants. They're all here, ready to choose from. I got most of them specifically for this build. I probably got too many, but it's always good to have, you know, too much. And then any I don't use, I can use on other setups. So we've got loads of the in vitros. We've got awesome sort of foreground plants here. I ordered tons of them because I just want loads. Like we've got Halanthia tenellum, which is going to be like a nice grassy effect that doesn't grow too fast. Hydrocotyle tripetita, or Hydrocotyle Japan.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, it's like a real nice clovery look, and it stays small, but it sort of spreads everywhere and just gives detail. We've got Liliopsis brasiliensis as well, another great one. We've got tons of foreground plants. Then I've got absolutely loads of different boosters as well. We've got different crypts back there. We've got awesome Ludwigia granulose, which is the reddish one at the back. We've got Eminia pedicipedibida gold, the goldy one at the back, that's great. We've got really small crypt parva for detail in the foreground as well. And then we've got Ludwigia plustris red, which will go really, really good under that lighting for sure. Down in this tank, we've got the bigger version of the Hydrocotyle tripetita. It's Hydrocotyle luciophalala. I'll put that up. But I think that would look really cool coming out the top of the tank and just being able to grow wherever it wants, right on the left-hand side. And in this tank, we've got all of our ferns, Anubias, we've got small version, we've got large version, we've got a nice big Bolbitis at the back, definitely want to use that. But I've got smaller Microsorum here, I've got the Trident version. I'm just going to dot that around and let it grow in time. I think starting off with massive ferns might look a bit odd. I'd rather have them grow and be able to control them. So it's just a case of making the selection now. I've got this nice box to
That is a nice box.
I mean, at least they won't be like rolling around everywhere anyway. Right, let's get boxing up.
I don't know if I was allowed to show what's in the cupboard.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Just like spare hoses and things. It's a good little spot for them. I need this. So I was going to get like a hose on a reel, which I probably will get, but we've got this for the time being. This should reach from my tap area to the tank. Yeah, it definitely will, won't it, Steph?
Don't know, mate. I'll hold one end.
Yeah.
You hold the other end, and then we'll guess how far your sink is
Yeah.
to the tank and probably get it wrong.
Yeah, it's only like 5 steps from the tank to the sink, so you grab that end and walk away from me. Okay. Oh no, we're twisted. Not a great start. And walk.
It's always been like that.
Oh, that's definitely
this is
far.
long.
We're like either end of the studio. So we're going to need nutrients in the tank. We've already got everything under the substrate. I also want to be adding some of the API root tabs. We need leaf zone. We need Aqua Essential for making sure the tap water is safe. We need a quick start as well to make sure that the tank is like perfectly good for fish to go in straight away. I need AquaClear to make sure that the water goes like gin within an hour. And we also need the freshwater master test kit. Like I use this all the time when setting up new tanks. How do you know if everything's going right? How do you know if you can put fish in? How do you know if you've got the right nitrate levels for the plants better grow? This for me is an absolute essential piece of kit, and it's very accurate as well. Squirty thing.
I could probably help you.
Oh, sugar.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is why we taped it up the first time. It's not too bad. I'm gonna scoop most of that up, and then I can just hoover the rest.
Just escape in your boot.
There's escape in my boot. Waste not, want not. I'll tidy all of that up when we get back. So once I've like got everything in the tank, scaped in that, I'm gonna come back and look for certain plants that are already growing in other tanks that I wanna add, you know, like give it that mature look straight away. But I'm really not sure what, where, or anything yet. I know I want a lot of Pothos, Devil's Ivy just creeping all up the pipework, but I'm gonna wait to do that like until when we finish planting. Let all the heat out. I don't know why we're rushing so much. We've got all day. Like when I want to go, you know what I mean?
I'm knackered. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Hooray. Snot rocket ahoy! Nice slippers.
Right, I was just going to crack right on with the planting then, and then I remembered the part has arrived to get this all hidden away and get Kate happier. She was pretty happy, but it needs to be perfect, remember? Right, there we go, look, we've done it. I was going to show you that whole process, but you've seen us doing the rest of it. Anyway, little U-bend, connector, another connector, and then there's going to be a straight join piece here, which hasn't arrived yet. That's coming later today. So just taped it in the meantime, but look at that, looks really tidy. Nice look. Down here, look, you can see the buttons and things. You won't do when the tank is full because this panel becomes a mirror image because you're looking through 2 panes of glass. And then in this section, we're going to get a nice big house plant, and then there's going to be plants growing all up it anyway, and just finishes it off really nicely, I think. It looks slightly on the
wonk.
Yeah, on the wonk, I was going to swear. It looks slightly on the wonk at the moment, ever so slightly. It's just where it's not completely flush, it's taped. But the straight piece will like make it perfect. Anyway, time to get on with the planting now. To start with, I'm going to go with all the foreground plants. It takes ages to do it all. It takes a long time to prep each pot. So yeah, better crack on with that. It's now 1 o'clock, or 10 past 1. I want to have everything planted and filled up by 3:30. So we're now ready for our planting. Like I say, these are all the foreground plants. I'm just going to crack on with it, put little labels up so you guys know each and every one. To be honest, they look pretty, well, that one looks similar. This is Monte Carlo, stays similar to that, but the rest of them go quite a bit different with underwater growth. Like not vastly, but a lot of the times it just gets bigger because it can't have the atmospheric air stuff underwater. You know people come here for my absolutely great technical descriptions of stuff. So I'm going to keep going with that. Before we plant, there's one thing I want to add to all that substrate system. Yes, we've got a decent amount of nutrients, but I just want to put in some root tabs in the areas where we're planting. And it just so happens, Oh, we have them, okay? API stuff all down here. Here's the root tabs. In this size tank, I'm going to use 2 packs. There's 10 tabs per pack. I'm just going to go across and just everywhere I can see a gap that I know a plant's going to be, I'm sticking a tab in. Basically, these are brilliant for just giving long-term nutrients because they break down steadily over time, and they contain iron, potassium, basically all the essentials that the roots are going to need in case there's any deficiencies in what I've done so far. So this is just like full insurance. I know how well it's going to work. What else is great about them is that later on, if you notice some deficiencies in your plants as well, like heavy root feeders, or any, to be honest, it works with any. Just take out one and stick it back into the substrate. You can put it under the water, not a problem. Stick it right in there and it will just rejuvenate everything as well. So it's great for startup use and for continued use, making sure your plants stay really healthy. That's all the foreground plants done. That took way longer than you experienced in the time lapse. It's done now. I just wanted to get those in. Next up, I'm going to go for my ferns that I want to place because I need to see where they're going to shade, and that will sort of determine where the rest of the planting scheme goes as well. Oh, I'm going to start off with this bulbitis. That's way too big, obviously. I'm going to split that in half. Right down the rhizome. Absolutely perfectly fine. Won't hurt the plant. I mean, this spot here is just calling out for it. Look at how cool it looks, Steph, already. You've never seen this part, have you?
It's looking real good.
Like, it looks like nature instantly. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, we've got 2 sides to the scape, so that's looking good from this side. I just want to see what it looks like the other side. So this side, there's less showing through. That's fine. I can add even more bulbitis, which I won't. I'm going to add some of the Java ferns on this side and make it a bit more Java fern heavy. This piece, again, is massive, though, so I'm probably going to split that again. Cool. And then I can add one maybe down here, so we've got a bit more focus in this side. Oh, I mean, you just can't go wrong with these kind of things. And I can see a nice little spot, hooking it under there and just pressing it between those rocks as well. I'll lock it in place, but also have it sit upright. There we go. And then I want another bulbitis here, but those are massive. Just to continue the theme, I've got another small pot, you see. That'll work perfectly in that area. But I do need to get all the rock wool off first. Yeah, we might not need all of the ferns. It's already looking so good. So I'm just going to add in the trident fern now. This is Microsoran trident, and it is it's a Java fern, but it stays nice and thin, and it sends off these little spurs. That's why it's called a trident in like a trident way. Using Java fern with bulbitis, they two just go really well together. Complement the same, similar sort of colour tones as well, so that'll look great. Let's just cover the whole wood. So up next, I'm going to put in some Anubias, which is a completely different leaf shape to what we've got. But what's good about this is we can get in tight into some areas we don't want to see, some straight edges that I left, things like that don't look quite natural. This fills it in, but it's a great colour tone as well because it's very similar in colour to what we've already got. Good thing is that these work really well in shaded areas as well, so they'll continue to grow and look great, even though it's not light directly hitting it. We've got some really big gaps in there. This is the only big leafed Anubias that I want to put in. This is Anubias Queen Leaf. Look at that, it stays kind of round. It gets some more yellowy tones as well. Different, it's just different texture. And I've got this absolutely amazing Bucephalandra here. I'll put up what it is here. I haven't got many crevices for these to go into now, but I want to have them in an open space, so I'm going to glue them on. Glue! So I don't really like the colour of this area of the wood, plus I feel like this is going to flower and just give beautiful colours there, so I'm going to stick this piece on here. So that's all epiphytes and foreground. Yeah, I suppose it's a foreground. Even though it's all the way around, it's still the foreground of the all the way around. But now it's time for some bigger mid-ground plants coming up from the rocks and that sort of area. I'm trying to keep as much hardscape on show as I can while still enjoying the plants. You know I love the plants, okay? Kate loves the plants as well. The fish love the plants. The tank loves the plants.
I love the plants.
You love the plants. Okay, so we've got a Ludwigia there. That's nice. Smaller Ludwigias. Looking for a nice crypt as well. And there we go. There's a nice crypt. I'm not even sure what one that is, but it's a nice one.
Sounds like you're reading Harry Potter.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. One of them's called Lobelia cardinalis, and it sounds like when you say it, stuff's going to start levitating. Oh, under my pile of plants, I've just found Crypt Parva, which is definitely one we want in the foreground as well.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Okay, Crypt Parva's going in, foreground. I don't know what it's time for. It's time for, yeah, I was doing mid-ground, wasn't I? Yeah. Parva done. Now it's mid-ground. He says taking out more Java ferns. It's just a little spot.
You can't help yourself.
There's just a little spot there I've noticed. It's fine.
You love the Java fern.
Yes, these are crypts. They won't look like this when they grow. Most of that will melt off, but it'll look even better.
Stay in shot, please.
Sorry. Under here, this is a great little area for it. A little bit shaded, a bit of space for it to grow into because they get quite big. Let's go with some big old stem plants. This is Ludwigia grandulosa. It gives a really nice reddy purpleness to it. Grows fast. Once you trim it, replant it, more grow. So it's like infinite plant glitch. So I'm planting it right at the back here because I'm expecting this area to grow up nice and full with these plants. Give it a couple of weeks or so, that'll be up here. Give it a month, it'll be hitting the surface. Yeah, so this is Bacopa compact. It's a little bit different to what we've got going on there. So I think what I'm going to do is take it like this. There we go. Shorter. Shorter, it'll grow new roots, all good. Bit brutal, looks a bit brutal, but it's fine.
Took the words right out of somebody's mouth.
Looking good, we're nearly there. There's just a couple of things I want to add. So down here, Hydrocotyle tripetita, just a few of those dotted around. And I've got some beautiful Christmas moss. I'm going to keep it all as its own little section, and that'll just grow out a few dots here and there. I don't want too much, it can take over. That is definitely enough plants, for now at least. I mean, as I go, I'll be, tinkering and things like that. I would usually tidy all this up now, but I just want to get the tank filled up and sort of can tidy it up as we go. But I don't have any equipment here to fill it up. I bought the pump, I bought the pipe. There's no way of controlling the flow, so I think I'm going to go and use one of the garden ones. You don't need to know this. I'm just going to try and fill it up slowly. Make sure you fill a tank up slowly.
Cat update. Have you guys moved You're awake at least. Still very, very cute.
Right, our microphones has run out, so the audio's from the camera. I don't know if that's coming through good, but we've got a little pump. We've got the hose. Attach the hose to that, and then fill this up with water. Bonk it in, turn it on, pumps into the tank. Fingers crossed.
Genius.
Not at, like, hopefully not at a ridiculous rate as well.
I'm nervous.
Do you fit? She fits. And now this side of the hose can have this, which I can regulate the flow with. It's not an ideal setup. Completely forgot about all of this part of it, if I'm honest, because usually I get a U-bend and then like a ball valve and like a little spout, which I will get for when we're at home, because this is not ideal for long term. And then make sure that my tap water is safe. After all, this is the first time setting up a tank at home. I've got API's Aqua Essential. Now what this does is it removes chlorine, chloramines and heavy metals from your water. With the heavy metals, it clumps them together and your filter takes it out, and then you clean your filter. It also detoxifies ammonia, nitrite and nitrate. There's instructions on the back. You just do it a little bit more, bit more of a dosage, and it like cures any problems as well. But I just need it to make sure that my tap water is safe. So as I'm filling up this sink, we got a brand new bottle as well, ready for being at home. As with any bottle, make sure you mix everything up, because you don't know how long it's been sitting on shelves for. This detergent going down. Okay, so for this whole tank, I'm just going to need 1 capful. So that's just going to work its way into the tank now. Once it's filled up, that amount is in the tank. Right, now that we are filled right up, the rock wool that these plants are in is quite nutrient rich. It comes from the plant farms in like vats of nutrient rich water, which is what gives them everything they need to grow. Now they're going into pure water. A lot of the epiphytes, the stuff that's attached to things, it's just pure water. We need to make sure that there is nutrients in the water column for those plants. So Leaf Zone is going in it straight away. Haven't even got the filter on yet, of course. But by tomorrow, I'll be doing all of the equipment. So these plants need some nutrients for now, and then it'll be fine then. They'll just keep circulating, and there'll be plenty till the next time I need to dose. Obviously, it'd probably help if I give it some flow as well. But how good is this looking? We were well happy, because I was worried a few things. 1, the water be coming out at such a rate that it would disturb everything. It didn't. 2, Stefan actually chipped the bottom of this tank accidentally when his drill bit fell on it. The tiniest of chips, just a surface chip. It didn't crack. It was fine. And also, we didn't leak test it. So, like, was any of this panels going to blow out? We're all good. Thank goodness, because that would have been pain. It would have made a good video, quite shocking, but it would have been painful after that much work's gone into it. So, yeah, cool. Right, we'll see you in the morning, and we can do some water testing and things like that. Oh, wait. Stefan has gone home, but there's still one plant I want to put in. And that's this giant hydrocotyle I've got here. There's some gunky bits on it, but they'll soon work their way off. Basically, I want this right in this corner and then sweeping over to the edge of the tank. Find a nice little gap for it, tuck it in. There we go. Looking a bit funny at the moment, but it'll all sort of self-right. And also, all the stem plants will come right up as well and meet it, and it'll be like a bed that comes up here with the devil's ivy as well. Oh, it's going to look good. So it's the next day, the tank has been sitting. And before I do anything else, I'm really keen just to see what the water's like from my tap, like parameter-wise. So this is why you need yourself a test kit, because how else am I going to know what pH is, you know, if there's any ammonia or nitrite being leached from that substrate system? I assume that it's not, but assuming makes an ass out of you and me. You not heard that before?
Yeah.
It's good though, isn't it? Yeah, you do really have to shake them up, because you don't know how long stuff's been sitting in storage for. There could be sediment all at the bottom. You want it all fully dissolved into the water. Oh yeah, I used to be a cocktail maker in a bar in an island. Oh no, that was a film with Tom Cruise. So yeah, I was just explaining to Stefan, and some of you might not know as well, ammonia in your tank will convert to nitrite, which is poisonous. Both of those are poisonous to fish. And then nitrite converts to nitrate, which is then usable by your plants. If you haven't got plants in your tank or enough filtration, you can get nitrate creeping too high, like steadily over time, because there's just more and more waste going in. But with a planted tank, I don't mind my nitrates like creeping up. I mean, they get to a level and level out for sure, because as the plants grow, it's using more and more. And yeah, I stick to about 20 to 30 ppm. I don't know what that is in other scales, but that's what I know. We're testing the ammonia. There should be no ammonia at all, I would expect. That's what we're testing. So the testing is complete, and as we can see, there's no ammonia, no nitrite, as expected. pH is sitting, from my tap, 6.8 to 7, would you say? It's hard to tell there. Let me put it on the white. Yeah, it's about 6.8 to 7, which is a really good range for a planted tank. Like if you can get it below 7, plants seem to do well. They'll do well above it, but they'll do really well below it as well. And then nitrate, as we can see here, sitting about 5 at the moment. It's probably going to creep up as we put fish in and waste goes in. Anywhere in this section for me, I think is good. I mean, sometimes it can creep even higher, but like I say, in a highly planted tank, you can go as high as 80 and it's still going to, as long as there's lots of plants, going to suck it all up. If you're going for a Mabuna tank or something like that, cichlids with rock only, you don't want it creeping. You just want to keep bringing it down. You have to do regular water changes, although I don't in mine for some reason, and it's fine. But yeah, anywhere you need some. If you're seeing 0, then that's not good for a planted tank. So we have done an absolutely huge amount in this episode. In the next video, we're going to be sticking all the equipment on. It needs to be separate because I want to give you guys some decent detail. And a lot of you want to know about kit. Like a lot of my aquariums are very, very low tech. This one, I'm going to be doing like the full shebang. It's at home, like I say. So I want it to be CO2, high-end, you know, filtration system, surface skimmers, auto top up, all that sort of thing. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. If you feel like I've earned a subscribe, that would be great. Trying to get to 1 million. I look forward to you joining us in the next video. We're going to get the whole thing crystal clear. It should look absolutely amazing. See you there. Well, welcome back to another episode of the home aquarium. In the last video, we planted everything. The video before that, we made the hardscape. The video before that, we made the light. The video before that, we put the whole thing in here. But in this video, we are getting it ready for fish. So as you can see, the tank is a little bit murky. It was filled up yesterday and it's just been sat here with no flow. She isn't here, but we can get that sorted. I think that's probably the first thing we should do is get a filter fitted. I've got loads of equipment come. I'm gonna get all that out. Let's have a look at it. Oh, goodies.
Tubes.
Nice. So we've got a really nice little surface skimmer from Eheim. These work really well. That's going to be going out of shot, well, not out of shot, out of view. It's going to be right up in the top section. We've got glass, lily inlet and outlet. Look at that. Okay. That's going to be a pain to clean. And then we've got the biggest Oase Biomaster. It's the 2 version, so it's the latest one. I just went for the biggest one I could get for the tank. Some people go with 2, but she's a big unit. So to get the filter to have its pipe work coming in and up around the back, which is what we're going to do, have to drill through the side of the aquarium. But hopefully, if we look in here, the cabinet. You can drill aquariums, I think. We're not doing that. So
that's
I was
tomorrow.
hoping, yeah.
In tomorrow's video.
Yeah, like the coolest filtration, no doubt, would be a sump, and then like you could have drilled through the bottom and a couple of pieces like hidden in the rock and that, like an inlet there and maybe the outlet out here. But I'm not drilling glass. No, thank you.
I did not know you could do that.
Yeah, you can. Well, certain glass. Tampered glass, I think, is one you can't. It's something to do with like the way it's made. It just shatters, and other glass you just keep a lubricant and you keep drilling down gently with the circular cutter. We're not doing that anyway.
Everyone following still?
I think so. I think most people know that you can do that. I'm hoping that this fits there. It doesn't. So we will be going through 2 layers there with the tubing coming out here and coming out the other side. It's not a problem though, is it?
Absolutely not.
Let's get drilling.
We love API. API. Just more API.
So we put some tape over all the vinyl. We've measured the midpoint of the tank, and then we've measured 1/4 and another quarter. We've also measured downwards, so it's exactly in the right heights. And now it's just a case of cutting circular holes so that our filter pipe work can go through. Steph's just informed me it's veneer, not vinyl. Hurt my hand. This is a really good drill. My drill's like quite cheap, so I can actually do almost full power to lock it in, but this one like literally pulls your hand off. So this one is just bigger than the pipe, but you do want a little bit of wiggle room. It needs to be able to twist up slightly as well to go up the side of the tank. So we're gonna go with the biggest one, and that is, yeah, that's got plenty of room.
New cats are so well behaved.
Oh yeah. This video is not brought to you by Fanta. We just really like them. So I've got a lot of pipe here. I've got way more than I needed. But first of all, I'm just gonna plug it in, feed it through, work out the length, and then just cut the second one the same. This is all the stuff that comes with the filter. And I know there's some little little rubber stoppers on the bottom for vibrations. Usually is anyway, probably in here.
How do you not lose everything?
They've changed the pipework, to be fair, for this one. It's got clear hooks, which is good. I can use this. Steph, this can be used perfectly for my inlet tube when I'm filling up the tank. Yes. And that as well. The clippy thing. Where's the clippy thing? Clippy thing, where are you? Here it is, here it is. So that goes there. That will go on there. It's just so you can slide it for the height. But that works perfectly for me. Get a little ball valve there. Hose goes into the bottom. We've got an instant filly upper.
Excellent. Another technical term there.
Filly upper. Okay, so on the bottom here, look.
Oh, goodness me.
So on the bottom, there's these little holes. And these just slot into that. I have forgotten this before on other builds. Just been like, what's that? Don't need it. But it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference.
Why wouldn't they just be in
I don't know.
all the time?
I guess it's another step at the factory for someone to do. It just, yeah. That can go there. Our pipe work. So before you put it on, there's these little tightening nubbins. So they go down all the way to the bottom. Pipe can go on all the way past it, and then when you screw up, it clamps it there. No leakage. Right, then we can cut the other side. So this stuff is like what comes with the kit, but I didn't want that dark colour coming up the side, so I ordered from Dave from Aquarium Gardens. So I wanted the clear silicone pipe, and then it will look really good on the other side. Not that you're going to see it anyway, but now I need to know what height this all needs to be. So to do that, I need to get my lily pipes fitted now, and that will tell us where to cut it, keep it nice and neat. There's going to be a little bit of a bend. I mean, it's unavoidable, but it doesn't look bad, does it? And again, it's at the back of the tank. It's not a viewing area, but we'll keep it as tidy as we can. There we go. You've got to be very careful with these. You can get plastic versions, but they go all kind of discoloured and stuff. So if you're willing to be careful, it's fine. You just have to be very careful when you're sliding, pushing with force down into the tube. You do not, I nearly smashed it with my watch. You do not want to push up there because I've seen injuries. That cracking going in there, that's a slice, that's a hospital job. Very careful.
Looks great.
Yeah, they do look good, don't they? Look proper top end. I need to look at which side is the outlet, which is the inlet. This is out, meaning it's coming out of the filter, not out of the aquarium. This is the inlet, so we need to put the right ones on the right side accordingly. Yeah, so this is the outlet. And the point of this area here is so that when the water comes out, it does like this sort of backwards whooshy thing, just gets it stirred up a little bit more and keeps the flow going along the top as well.
Wow, the backwards whooshy thing.
Backwards whooshy thing. Another technical term. So stick it on when we want it.
So many technical terms.
Now, it won't stay like that because when the pipe's in there, it's going to tilt it forward slightly. make sure that's secure. So that's all sort of lined up perfectly because I'm putting a reservoir here for an auto top up, so I want as much space as possible, but I still need to make sure that this is, I can maintain this. Yeah, so you can unlock each side. So unlock that. So I probably want to do it when it's like that because that's how much it's going to pull the pipe. And then if that pops up, yeah, we're fine. So as you can see from the side here, there's some stuff going on. This is all being tidied up. All our stuff to tidy up has just arrived from Amazon. But you don't see any of this from this side, look. Because obviously it's a mirror finish because there's 2 panes of glass and water. All you can see is the lily coming in. Perfect.
Magie.
This is quite far. This is this is Fern. She's been here all day. This is a little bit far over this way, so you could possibly see it. I'm just going to bring. I'm just going to bring it in a little bit. It's a bit more central. Sort of hides it a little bit better as well. There we go. Now lock everything into place, and it should sit absolutely fine everywhere.
Good.
Yep, everything's straight. We're good. Now, I've made the mistake before with this, of plugging it in and turning it on now without looking inside. Like, everything's still in bags. I think it is. It used to be all the media's in bags. So for like, I think a month, all the media was wrapped in plastic. So yeah, let's get it out. I think there's media in the bottom. It might be all sponges. I can't remember with this specific filter. See? Oh, no. It's fine. It's fine. It's supposed to be in that. It's fine to be in that. It doesn't float around everywhere. So yeah, I could literally have just started it. That would have been fine. Now, of course, some people change all of this media. You can upgrade and get something else that's a bit more like suitable. I've never found that you have to, but you might have like real heavy feeding fish or something like that to upgrade it. Like I say, this has been designed this way and I've always found it to be completely adequate. But then saying that, I do set my systems up so that there's so much biological filtration happening in the substrate system itself. Like that whole bed there that we created and planted into, that is a biological filtration system. So yeah, that's probably why I get away with it.
Bosh.
Don't need the heater in the house, but there is a heater option if I wanted to add, you know, discus or something that required more heat. I do need this. Oh, that's handy. Yeah, so we've got 2 smart plugs, 1 for each light. You only need 1 and an extension, but I didn't want it sticking right out, so I wanted it neat so they sit flush. We've got a black 6 extension. I'm probably only going to need, so we've got light, filter, surface skimmer, auto top up, maybe an auto doser later on, I don't know. And then we've also got these sleeves because we only use tape here to join these, and there's that piece to go in there. Yeah, so I've got individual switches as well, which is really handy. You know how switches work. So how does this work? Oh. Done.
Do it.
We're on. We don't need you anymore, but you have been useful.
Oh, what?
No, not you, the extension.
Oh.
Bon appetit.
I must say, I'm very impressed with us.
2 good minds, but also just like, it's not fear in trying something, you know, because even when I was talking about it, I was thinking, either it'll work and look good, or it doesn't. So what? You just buy something instead? Because I was going to keep these lights anyway if I was going to use them in the studio if it didn't work. And then you could get something that's like specifically made. But I just feel like this is way better. Kate really likes it. the shine has already dulled on the brass as well, which a lot of people are saying about like...
Or copper.
Sorry, copper, yeah. I want it to be brass. But look, so this connection we've just got, that's what the colour it was when we first put it here. So much shinier, and that will go like that as well eventually. But it's going to keep going.
Tidy.
Sometimes you've just got to try things and not instantly start thinking, well, we can't because this will go wrong and this will go wrong and this will go wrong. This applies to aquarium design and doing aquariums as well. Just start, just do, and then just adapt as you go along and make necessary changes as they're needed. And you'll find that ideas pop into your head that you didn't even have to start with. So that's how I've always sort of thought of things. So even if I'm struggling with a concept or an idea, just start. The rest will just come naturally.
There's a whole nother channel there.
Motivation.
MD's philosophy.
Yeah, well, I do listen to it, as you know, Steph, an absolute ton of like indoctrine mind stuff that like, so even when I'm struggling, good thoughts come in, you know, like it just pushes negativity out of the way because the good stuff is just so like shouty that I'll worry about that later. And then you do, and it fixes.
Right, let's go meditate. It's filter time.
It is. We can start the filter now. Plug is there. Eventually, maybe, I don't really need to run a hole for the plug because it goes behind the sofa, so you won't see it anyway.
True that.
Before I plug it in, the whole filter's not full of water at all. You can fill it by hand, or you can just start pumping now. It might not even pump right now. We'll see. But if you just press the little, what's it called? Like the vacuum pump, it'll pull water all the way in and then fill it up, and then you turn it on. Primer is what it's called, priming pump. There we go. Because we've got really good like height, plus there's no kinks in it. One pump, it will splash for a bit. And I will need to top the tank up as well. We are full. Let's plug it in. So there's going to be a load of micro bubbles to start with. That will all clear in time. Whee! Yeah, so that's the filter just clearing out any air bubbles that are left. That'll all clear in time. Look at that. And it's clearing. Still a few more, and we're clear. And when I was over in America, I noticed that in the evening, they tend to just pop these up a little bit, so it's half in, half out the water, and it sort of skims the surface as well for the next day, because they didn't want to put surface skimmers in and stuff like that, but I'm putting a surface skimmer as well. Probably a good idea just to quickly net off any leaves that come loose. Don't really want them going in the surface skimmer when I fix that next. Water top up. So the tank's quite murky, to be expected. The filter's only just gone on. It'll start stirring stuff up as well. So now is a perfect time to add some AquaClear in. This stuff basically binds all of the fine particles together to make them slightly larger, and then the filter itself will capture that. This filter's got like a fine sponge as the top layer, which will capture all of the larger particles once they've clumped together. If your filter doesn't have like fine, either filter floss or a fine sponge, you need to add that. Otherwise, if it's coarse sponge, it'll just keep circulating. So you need something to capture it, and then obviously you clean out your filter later on. So it's 2 ml per 38 litres. This is nearly 10 times that. So we need 20 ml in this size tank, which is 2 capfuls. So there's number 1, and there's number 2. Now the water goes worse before it gets better, because as those particles bind together, it makes it look even more sort of cloudy. So if you look underneath here, look, there's a milkiness starting to form. That's just where everything's binding, and then it will get taken out, and this will go like gin. So we just had some lunch. It's been about 30 minutes, so not too long, but it's already starting to look quite a bit clearer. It's nowhere near there yet, though. Now I want to add in the surface skimmer to get rid of some of the scum that's all collected on the surface. So hopefully you can tell there, like there's like a film, and that's basically all the organics from the plants and the wood and that all sort of coming and floating on the surface. So these are pretty sweet because they're just tiny. They don't look like they're going to do anything, but if you open it up, there we go. There's a little filter foam that goes in there. This is the motor that pulls it all through, or the impeller. Clips on. You've got a little floaty thingy that sits on the surface, and air gets trapped under there so it stays afloat. And it's got these slots that everything just pours into it. If you've got small shrimp in that, you want to put this in as well, like that, and that stops them going in. But yeah, it's good. It's one of the best ones that I've ever used for its size, and it's the amount of power it generates as well. So there's quite a lot of movement up here by the outlet, and I just feel like if I put it this side, it's gonna receive more of it. There's a sort of pocket here where it's not getting a majority because it's all circling, so I'm gonna stick it here.
That's good, right?
You can turn it down as well. Once it gets most of it clean, I'll turn it down a little bit so you don't get a horrible noise. Basically, the water is going all the way through straight away to super fast clear it. But if I turn it down, it sort of builds a reservoir inside the unit. Right, we're back at the studio. What I want to do is just go around and pick out some like key plants that are underwater, but also immersed plants that are all growing at the top of my tanks as well. Some of them are way too dense, they need thinning out anyway. I can take those and put them in the new tank at home. So I'm just doing my editing, and a quick note. I will be picking pothos, some lilies, some monstera to go in the tank, and I know a few of you are concerned about kittens. Do not be worried. The kittens are never in the living room area where the tank is without us. In the daytimes, if we're not in, the door's shut. At night times, we're always in with them anyway. Second of all, they're all up really high, nowhere the kittens can get to. I mean, as they get older, you can address it then if it's an issue, but by that point, I would have taught them, you don't go near my tank, hopefully. If not, I can adapt. Do we want a big monstera? Yeah, I think we do. This one it's rooted right into the tank. This one will work perfect, especially given that shape. Look, coming right out the top. It might be too big, but we shall see. It's covered in some algae and duckweed though, that's the only issue, but we can get all that off. And a good hack I've got for making sure all of the duckweed is off of this plant is to dunk it in with the mbuna, because they eat anything that gets left in here, so I don't mind it actually sitting in the top of this tank. And it's also very easy to scoop out as well, but they do eat it. And it just means that we've got a duckweed-free root system. I'm going to trim some of these as well, because that's a lot. Definitely don't need this many roots. This looks quite brutal, but at every cut point, the plant will just send out loads of new roots as well. And they'll actually be finer and more like suited to underwater like that.
Brutal.
I was just thinking, as I'm trimming this, what if plants can feel that? Am I like, yeah, I'm probably giving like human feelings to objects, but maybe. That we know that they sort of communicate with each other in the wild, so it's a form of intelligence, right?
Personification.
I know I've got a real long trailing devil's ivy as well that I want to use. I've got lots in these tanks, but there's so much duckweed. This one's right out of the water though, so if I can trace it back, it goes into the other puffer tank. There's a root there. Now there's no water roots if I trim it here, and I don't know how well it's going to sit in the tank. It should be all right. So big. I'm going to trim it. Oh, look at that. That looks great. Really good health. And we've got a root as well. I'm going to trim it there. Oh. Done. Duckweed, get off. That's definitely enough plants for the time being. Big leaf plants coming out the top of the tank. We've got the pothos there that can creep up the pole. I've got one more in mind to go in there as well, but not yet. Before that, I just want to pick out some of the underwater plants that I know I can add just to accentuate the tank and make it look a little bit more mature straight away. So this tank here is being broken down soon. It's part of the triple that we're seeing along here. I'm going to steal some reds from it just to give a bit more punchiness in the tank straight away. I also want this mature Ericolon in here. That's going to look so good. It's massive already. And there's a few more red stems I can pinch from there. In this tank here that I did with Dave a few months ago now, the Juncus repens is hitting the surface. It needs a trim back anyway, so I'm definitely going to pinch some of that and some of the Hydrocotyle verticulata. That is not a dead shrimp. That is in fact one of its shells. It has molted. Also, a few sprigs of this Halanthium quadrilatus. I really like the sort of size of it and the colouring. Just a few sprigs, and eventually that will spread around in our home aquarium as well. This is quite invasive of the foreground area, this Halanthium quadrilatus. So just quite easily just peels up though. And I want it for the home aquarium. So we've got quite a lot of cool additions there and lots of underwater plants. There's one more plant that I think will look brilliant coming right out the top. And it is this Ananthurium.
Don't look at me.
It's kind of like a peace lily, but like has colour. But I can literally pop it out of here, and it's got this great little moss ball that it's all in as well. I can sit that right near the top of the tank. Yeah, it's just a little bit of different colour and texture in that area. It looks so good. It's like you come out of the jungle. There's just one more thing that we need now, and that is going to be a CO2 system. I wasn't necessarily going to add CO2 to this tank, but it's at home. I want it to just get off to the best start possible, and I want it to look amazing from day one and just keep growing. They're kind of like classed as DIY CO2, but it's with citric acid and baking soda. I'm going to start off with that because I'm waiting for a full kit to arrive. That's going to be a while because I'm waiting for delivery, but it will work in the meantime. So there's currently a system on George's tank that he's set up. I'm going to pinch it for the time being until the new one arrives. So yeah, down here, it's just like a full reactor system with the citric acid and the bicarb. And then on Dave's tank, when we set this up, he gave me a full, proper, professional setup thingy that goes inline with an inline diffuser, and it just comes out and you can't see it all misting and everything, but as you can see, it works insane. So I'm waiting for that one to arrive, but in the meantime, we can use the other one. I think these would be all right out of water for a little bit. Your pizza, madam.
Oh, merci.
Oh.
I think you should have a plant in the car all the time.
Wonder if that's a thing. I've actually got no idea where I'm going. I don't think they're in here. Let's try a different shot. Yes! That is what we were looking for. No, it's not. Hey, this is what we needed. So this can sit inside the aquarium, filled up with water. Then there's a little pump that goes inside, a little monitor on the top of the aquarium that tells you that it's running out, and then this just fills it back up to the desired level. Brilliant. So with the magic of editing, it's actually now the next day. So we filled everything up, added the AquaClear. The tank went completely clear by the time I went to bed, but woke up in the morning. From where you are, it probably looks pretty clear. There is a slight haze to it though. Now that isn't dust particles in the water, that is tannins from the wood. So whenever you've got a long depth of water, you will find that even if it's perfectly clear, eventually it's going to look slightly misty further the back. Way less than this though. We can get it 10 times better than this. So in here, this all needs tidying up still, but we'll get to that. I've got down here a load of activated carbon from API. I need to give it a rinse, but basically it's in this little bag, a ton of activated carbon goes in there and it pulls tannins out of the water. It works very, very quickly as well, because with tannins, you cannot get them out without doing either a water change or capturing them, because it's just so fine. It's like, it's not dust, it's just a different colored water. So fine. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'll just put that packet inside one of the trays, inside the filter, and it should work like within a day. So it says on the back, I need to actually rinse it out first, not till it runs completely clear, because you're just sort of pushing it all through, but there's quite a lot of dusting on it. All right, I'm gonna put this in. Should we just shut the curtains for this bit? Because it's like quite glary. Yeah?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Daylight's overrated anyway.
Right, now we can do. So the top tray is pretty thin. Yeah, I don't want that tray. So, but what I need to do is remove one of the foams. There's plenty of foam in there for the stocking we're gonna do anyway, so like it's overkill. And this bag can sit nicely in that tray. That's all sorted, the carbon is in. We can switch the filter back on. Just clearing some air, and then it should run. Go on, son. Go on. We go.
Oh, look at that.
Go on. Yes. That's just micro bubbles. It's not dust. So you've got options now. You can just leave that for like a day or so, and it's going to absorb over time any of the tannins of water. Or you can do a quick water change. I think we should, because I've only filled this up once, and any organics left over from any waste material in the plants or anything leaching in the water, we can get most of that out and we've got another fresh start. Actually saying that, I would do that, but we've got all those plants in the car. I think it's probably best to get them planted first.
Nice slippers.
So these will be fine for a minute, you know, looking good. I just want to get the underwater plants like in pretty quickly, to be fair. Just getting a quick bite in.
No time, come on. Oh, it's looking good. I mean, given that you've only just set it up, I mean,
Yeah.
how many days old is this now? What, like 2?
Not even that, like 1.5. If you've got plants from other tanks that you can add, it really does make a difference. I mean, to be fair, these are the only new ones going in, but look at how like that instantly brings it to like real world
Yeah.
or some kind of English.
Beds in the scaping.
I don't know, but
The scaping is bedded in.
So bedded. Quite a dark bit here from this side, so just gonna put this here, adds a nice little pop. Realised the floor was getting soaking wet and it's wood, so it's probably not a good idea. So there's the new additions added. Just a couple of little pops of red here and there. Obviously they're going to grow, could be retrimmed, replanted. But that's all I really want to do for now underneath the water. I think we're done. Next up, it's time to get all of this lot in as well. Looks like we got a little friend hitchhiked in here, which is good. I will be putting a lot more snails in here. For me, snails go hand in hand with a planted aquarium. Lots of people don't like them. If you don't feed too much, then the population regulates itself. They're so good at eating like decaying matter, sludge, all that stuff. The wood gets cleaner. They're just brilliant. They're perfect for a planted tank. Let's get the plants in. So I'm going to go with the pothos first. The longest piece. That's quite long. Is this longer? I think that's one.
Longer.
Hopefully that's one piece. That is one piece. Oh, that's going to look insane. Right, okay, so here is the end I want in the tank. And then I can slowly sort of trail it round. So it's all going to sit a little bit strange to begin with, but eventually it will sort of go towards the light and everything like that. I can try and tuck it in different points so it's a little bit hidden. And now we can do the wrappy wrap, which a lot of you cottoned on and commented you should do that, but it was always the plan. I knew I wanted to do this. This is one of the main reasons I wanted this upward piece. Eventually it will sort of thicken out and you'll double back on yourself as well. Crikey, this is a long piece. Crikey, mate. I'm not sure if Kate will like it or not, but we shall soon see. It doesn't weigh anything, so it's not like it's gonna pull it off the ceiling. Oh, I think it looks insane already. What are you thinking, Steph, from your view?
Sorry.
Good chat.
I was just concentrating on something else. What was your question?
Is it looking good from there?
Yeah, it looks great.
Maybe
Yeah.
not that leaf.
That leaf doesn't look great.
It's gone. Oh, I love it. I think it's great. You'll see it's going to keep going. When it gets to the end, I can double it back. The whole section will just be like plants. And of course, we've got the other bigger chunky one as well. Sort of double up in this area. I'm going to use cable tie for now, but I will get the Velcro strap just so it can be adjusted as the whole thing grows.
And it will eventually grip on itself.
Yeah, that's true. Super happy with that. This might be a bit too much. There's quite a long piece here which could go across. What do you think, Steph, from that view? If I just hold it in place.
I mean, like you, I absolutely love plants, so
Screw
I
it.
think
We're
go
going
big
for
or
it.
go home.
We're going for it. You're right.
Oh, you're already home.
It actually sits, look, really nicely in that gap. and it's already sitting perfectly upright as well. Oh, booty. Let me see what that, oh, that looks wicked. I actually think the Monstera helps hide some of the higgledy-pigglediness of the Pothos. Kate can't not like that, can she?
We'll soon find out.
Yeah. Is this too much? There's only one way to find out. We've got a little nook for it here. Gonna give it a go. Beauty of this one is, of course, because I built this moss ball that's wrapped around it, it doesn't leach soil or anything like that, but it's got full nutrients. There's a nice little spot here where it can rest. Oh, look at that. It's like made for it, yeah?
Oh, and that wasn't even planned.
No.
I mean,
yes, it was, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
What's not to like there? I think I'll get rid of this leaf though, because it's kind of blocking a ton of light.
Can you fold it back at all, or yeah, maybe you do need to.
It's very it's like very stiff. I think that one needs to trim.
Ow!
So pleased with this, so pleased with it. Like, oh, can't believe it. I've stirred up the sand a ton though, doing all of that. We've put in the carbon. I'm just going to whip the water down. First water change as well, which means we're going to get rid of some organics. There's bound to be some that's coming on the roots of everything and transferring plants. So I'm going to whip the water right down about 60, 70%, bring it back up again. Should be pretty clear then. And then overnight, it will definitely just be like, mwah. And then we can put...
Sorry, that just tickled me.
French kiss, because Stefan, who isn't French, is half French, yeah?
Oui.
Bottom half.
The better half.
What?
Cats.
Oh, hello.
Cats.
Do you want to see my new tank? So that is looking really great. I'm happy with all of that. Next job is to add in some CO2. I've got a bottle here. I've already prepared it with the citric acid and baking powder, so we're up in a really good range. Loads of CO2 in there. So I've got a cool little spot here for it. Well, it's not cool, it's just a spot for it.
That is really cool.
Such a cool spot for it.
Nice spot, man.
So I'm going to stick it there, and then I can run the hose either up through the holes, which I'm not going to. I'm just going to put it around the back and bring it up the side and hook over. So it hooked nicely over the edge here. Now what I'm doing, I might have got the wrong size here. It doesn't matter because it's only temporary. Well, I can just heat this to widen the gap, and that's what I would do if I was using this one long term. It's only going to be here till I get the proper kit. So I'm just going to sort of hide it in here a little bit and make sure that it's sort of sitting underneath the outflow, and then all the bubbles, the CO2 bubbles, will just get sent around the tank. On.
Is that it?
Yep. Well, no, it needs power as well because it's got a solenoid there. And if you put it to the timer, then you can have it come on when the lights come on and go off when the lights go off. You don't have to manually do it.
Okay, very good.
Just need to, yeah, there's the plug. Look at this. This is the best cable management and everything and I've ever seen in any of my tanks.
Me too.
Right now it's plugged in. There is a... Oh, no, I haven't turned the plug on.
Oh, the anticipation.
Hang on.
Now.
Oh, no.
Now.
Okay, so it's got to fill the tube with CO2, get into that reactor. In a minute, it's just going to start coming out.
Oh, we've got bubbles.
Have we?
Yep.
Oh, way too much. Way too much.
Of bubbles.
Okay, right, so I'll turn it off, wait till those go, and then when they're gone, I know the whole pipe is like pretty much there, like the slow down, not gone, but I know that if I set it to like 2 bubbles a second for this size tank, that is pretty decent amount, you know? Bubbles! Yeah, so that's about the level I want in this tank. Obviously, it's not ideal because I want it going in line, and that's what comes with the other kit. We've got our cylinder here going straight into the tank, but what I will do is there's a section with the proper kit that I'm going to be getting, the professional CO2 kit. This one is absolutely fine for much smaller tanks, but for a tank this size, you'll need about 3 of them for the amount that you actually need to inject. So I'm going to get a proper one. It comes up, you cut a section of the pipe out, slots in, the diffuser goes in the pipe, and it goes straight in and out of the outlet. But this will do for the time being, and then I will upgrade it, you know, when it becomes available. There we go then, that's like everything we need to do. We're ready for fish. Nothing else is going to make the water better, it's just there. In the next episode, I'm going to the fish shop I'm going to take the whole family, let each of them choose their fish that they want to put in as well, so they're really enjoying it. And yeah, that should be a really fun video. I'm looking forward to putting fish in now. Guess what? Today is the day. It's time for fish. Now we're going to be going to the fish shop, going to be selecting fish for the tank, but it's not just me doing it, it's the whole family. Obviously, I don't want to put my kids on camera, but we'll be able to hear their choices and things like that. I can't wait to put them in already, but before we do that, there's one more bit of kit that's arrived that I want to fit. It's just going to make the whole tank look way better long term. So you've already seen me get this in a previous episode, strolling around the shops. Hopefully this is the perfect size. I've still not even tested if it fits. Excuse me, little lady. Okay, does it fit? It does fit.
Like a glove.
Yes. And that's a big water volume as well. I can't remember what it was, like 90 litres or something. Brilliant. So this has arrived. Basically, this hangs on the edge of the tank. Then you've got your little levels here that determine if the pump that comes with it as well goes on or off. Now the tube comes all the way down, around into the aquarium and into the bin with the pump. And the level goes up or down. It tells the water here to be sent to the aquarium. And it just makes it way, way better. It means the water level stays exactly where it is now. And you don't just get that horrible scum line along the top, because it's like staying exactly where the water level is. And it's just the sort of thing at home that it means it's always going to look good. In the studio, it's fine, isn't it? You can just run your finger along it or just top it up a little bit. But here, I want it good all the time.
Woo! Oh, bits.
Yeah. That's the sensor, basically.
Yeah, that's the word.
So look, when it goes down too low, it switches on, that comes up. If the water level goes too high for any bad reason, also stops it. So it's like a safety as well as a top up. I've actually done this before in one of my other aquariums in the studio, the Ecosystem one, and it's not a cheap kit. For what you're getting here, it's like £50, 60 euros, $60. So just for that there, but it works very well. It looks really smart as well with all the sort of clear plastic, and it works well. That's the main thing. Yes.
I'll stand at one end, you stand at the other.
We can walk around the house. So just like before, I now need to drill a couple of holes, smaller one, obviously, just for that pipe, so we can run it all the way through. We could just pass it around the back, but then it comes up the edge of the aquarium, not straight up from the end. And I want to keep everything tidy on this one. I think it should be this side of the room, because who's realistically walking right over to this corner? We can have it just nicely mounted on the end there. It's not going to be touched by any plants. It's not going to interfere with it. It's going to work well. So we can drill this side about there, runs up, perfect. And this video is sponsored by the new no, it's not. Now I know this little piece does something, but I can't remember what. Oh, thanks. I've remembered. The pipe goes up inside of it, like this, and then there's a little nubbin on the side, and it just makes sure that it like follows it neatly around. Oh yeah, that goes in the top, that's it, and it keeps it so that it's in the aquarium. Like
Again,
that.
not very clear in
No,
instructions.
and that means you can take it off whenever you want as well, you know? I don't know why you'd want to take it off, but you can. So yeah, you set the level up exactly with the water line where you want it. So it's like both are touching the top, and as that float goes down the bottom one, it flicks it on.
Where's that nubbin?
Guys, we need that.
That valve bit, right?
They've got it somewhere.
Hey, where is it? Oi, oi, we need that. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Find it, find it, find. I don't think they're trained yet for that, are they? Find it. No, you're just finding each other. Find yourself.
So we put in the check valve here, and it allows water to go through but not back again, which wouldn't be a massive problem if it did go back, because it'd only drain that much water, and you'd hope there's enough in the bin for that. But if you top the bin right up, it could still overflow it. So it stops any water basically going backwards if there was ever an issue of like random self-siphoning.
Ah, yes. Random self-siphoning.
That goes. Can we just talk about like how neat I've got all of this? Usually at the studio, if you can't see it, I don't care. I find it a waste of time. Obviously with so many tanks. This is at home and it's just like, yeah, it just looks way better. It has to look good. Kate's gonna like it a lot more as well. And that's Kate being the best out in me, because I'm not worried about stuff like that, but she is. So all straight lines, nicely on the box, all really neatly in the plugs. Like it. You're not even gonna see it. It's gonna be a plant here.
You're a changed man.
Yes.
You're a changed man. Bye.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, little lady. It's okay.
Yeah.
So we've currently got the water level where I want it, so it shouldn't actually fill straight away, but I'll plug it in. Currently it's not doing anything, but as the water level drops, look, clicked on then, the water is pumping in until that fills up. Here you go, it's on, it's coming in, and then when it fills up, it comes off. Perfect.
Is that the right tool for the job?
Probably not, but it's what we've got. I just need a little opening. Right, that's everything done. We can go get the fish. Shoes on, everyone. When you've got 3 small kids, getting in the car, it's like a 15-minute thing. We're good. Who's looking forward to getting fish? Do you know what you're gonna get?
She's in there yet?
No, just gonna decide when we get there.
I'll go look for some green ones.
But I knew you would. Doodles has got the floating plants. You can hand those to Cheryl. Here is a present, floating plants, in exchange for fishes.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
So this one here is one that Owen's done, who works here.
The babies.
Looks good, didn't it? These are all babies they've put in. Well, they're not babies, they're just very small restorers. But they're like babies.
It's got these long fingers.
Here we go, look, we've got a load of colourful ones here. Google, look, yellow ones like you like. Do you like these? Orange and yellow, yeah. You want just yellow? I'll tell you what, some of these batties might be quite nice in there for the colour pop. What's down there, guys?
Piranhas.
Piranhas, yeah, similar sort of thing. Cheryl is here. Hello. The whole family's here. Okay, so what we're after, Cheryl, we're just going to have to sort of have a look around because some of them aren't sure. But we know that Doodles wants green. Anything.
Like neon green
sporers would be amazing. Guga wants yellow. So maybe some form of guppy or platy.
Yeah. What do you want?
Jakey wants definitely at least one black molly, yeah?
Yeah.
That was the very first fish you ever had.
Yeah, very first fish you picked was a black molly, so we're interested in that one. But yeah, I'm not even sure myself yet. Just got to look around.
Perhaps.
Can I come and grab you when ready?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't.
Do you like that one, do you, Grace? Yeah, I like them too, but I'm not... yeah, they might eat everything in the tank. And also, I've not had very much luck with fancy goldfish, and I would rather not do it again. Cougar, there's some that are almost yellow, kind of orangey yellow. Oh, there's some that are quite yellow. What do you think? Is that good enough colour? You want them ones? Oh, sweet. Okay, we've got to make sure everything's compatible, but we should be okay, having a mixture of live bearers. Our water's quite neutral, so... yeah, should be good. Yeah, these panchaks are awesome, but they do get quite big. They get about 10 centimetres. So, like, compared to what else we got, I do definitely want some, though, for a different tank. Kate, I know you love the Harlequin Rasborers. What do you think? Not for this one, or? You get to choose as well, Kate. Oh, look how cute these keyhole cichlids are. And the bronze cories as well. Oh, these look so better, mine. So we're looking for some green neon rasboras, and oh, Doodles, it looks like we've only got one.
It's the green one.
Is that okay? Should we we'll get that one anyway, yeah? Just so it's like your one. Hopefully he does well. You should do. Should be all right.
Daddy.
Yeah, we can come and get some more at a later date if we want to.
As soon as they're in.
Look at these little diddlers. Look, strawberry raspora. Oh, they look great. Yeah, we can get some of those as long as we keep everything else very small, which was the plan anyway. Yeah, the Fred fin's cool. There's a bit of green on those. Doodles, look, these ones have got a bit of green on them. It'll show even more in my tank as well. Look at that green eyes. What do you think?
And the rainbow fish.
Yeah? Do you think we should go for those? Now, low-light Danios here are very nice. Yeah, they move well, they score quite well, and they'll stand out nicely. Well, because we're coming up to them and pointing, but how cool do these look? No, they're cardinal tetras, so they got more red. So there's more red, and the blue goes all the way across, and the red goes all the way across. So I think they would be awesome in a tank. Good for those, don't you? Should we pick some of those? There. Yeah, go for that. Do you want that to be your choice or my choice?
Yeah.
Well, if you want something different, that's fine.
If you want to, that's fine.
Yeah, I want. I'll do those for my choice. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've now worked out that these were strawberry rasboras that we saw in the system. Henry just said there's 21.
I think there's more than 20.
Doodles, what are you, Rain Man?
There's 21.
So we are looking for an ornament, are we?
There's a big ship.
A big ship. I'm not sure that'll fit. Well, you want to put in? No, I don't think we can find a treasure chest. You reckon?
Yeah, from the right.
Let's try and find a treasure chest. If it's not one here, we can order one, but I think that'll do quite well. There is Star Wars, Doodles. Gracie's saying that she wants this in the tank.
Doesn't really go with our theme, does it, Pops?
Cheryl, I can't believe this. There's no treasure chest ornament.
On the time. Ordering one in.
Yeah, okay, good. I might have to have gotten it before then, but we need a small one.
By the end of next week?
Yeah, just like a secret one. Yeah, like,
And everything.
yeah, like an Easter egg, you know. What is it?
Dinosaur treasure chest.
There's
I think it's Allosaurus.
Okay, well, maybe we get that one. So we're getting a dinosaur treasure chest then. Dinosaur egg treasure chest. No, Henry did want the volcano shell.
It goes with the dinosaur.
Why don't we go the whole hog and get Rudolph?
Or Star Wars. Strictly no glowing.
Google wants a glowing orb. What, you alright, Kate? Just choking on Rob's coughing. Where are you going? What do you like?
This one.
The coral. Yeah, I'm not... maybe a different tank. We could do something like that, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for ours. Yes, Guga? What is it? A crashed airplane. That would be cool, actually. That would make a cool tank, to be fair. Good shout. Not in this tank, though. You didn't like the skeleton fish, though.
I can't see the top.
Look up here, Doodles. See? There's the skeleton ones. The see-through skeletons. You don't want those? I mean, I think they're pretty cool, but maybe for another tank. You think what?
The other fish or maybe the cats will get scared.
So the other fish will get scared, right? The skeleton fish. Yeah, they're a little bit big, the rosy barbs, for what we're going for. Barbs are quite aggressive fish, you see, so you normally tend to keep barbs with barbs or other bigger fish. And they get bigger than that as well, so we'll stick with the smaller ones for this tank. Otherwise, we'll come in one morning to less fish. So, Jakey, you want the harlequins, yeah?
Yeah.
Where are they? We know where they are, but you show us. There you go, well done. There's a kid over there, isn't there, Kate? He's got the same coat on as Henry, this Doodlebug. And Kate just nearly chaperoned him around the shop with us. He's not even our kid. Well, Henry's decided, apparently. Where is it, Doodles? Down there? In here somewhere, yeah? Yeah, I know. I know you want the green one. We will be getting that.
Yeah.
And when there's more come in the shop, we'll get those as well to add to it. You like the strophy ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. These are pencil fish. Maybe we can get a few of those as well.
Dwarf pencil fish.
That's right. Yeah. Did you eat it? Good boy. I really am drawn to these strawberry gums though. Like the schooling, like that big. I just don't think it's going to work in this tank. What with some bigger mouths in there. Doodles is just getting his one green raspora.
You should put it.
He's fast, wasn't he? He's fast, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got him. She's an expert catcher. Mummy, you've not picked anything. What do you want?
No, I think the fories when you get the fories.
Okay, cool.
I want it so cute.
Amanos. Cheryl's getting me about 20 Amanos as well. Doodles really wants this dinosaur egg. Should we put him somewhere that can be hidden? Or just on show, but like you got to find it like a secret, yeah? Did you like that? We can't all get the... What's the...
Not in here, Henry. That need in the tank.
No, I'm making in the tank, not in here. He's going to hide it in here.
And then we can put the volcano next to them.
Grace is getting annoyed because she can't see the Pristogramma babies.
Ready?
Basically, see when the mummy or daddy swims past, you just got to keep looking.
Eyes on the mummy and daddy.
Eventually, you see a tiny little one. They are small, baby, but you can...
But I'm there.
I know you're small.
We know that.
Looks like we've got half a shop here, Cheryl.
Yep.
Ideal. So we've got plenty of fish here. I mean, I do technically want more, but you've got to draw a line somewhere. That's enough to bed it in. I want to get cories and things like that, but I'm going to wait for the 4 gram plants to have all locked into the sand because they're going to just stir it up otherwise. So we can get those at a later date. But now we need to get these back, get them in the tank. Thanks, Cheryl. See you soon.
Welcome. Thank you.
What do you think, guys? They're pretty cool, right?
Really big.
Look at that.
That one's biggest.
That one's a monster.
Definitely the one who's
Nice waterfalls, yeah? Should we get something like this?
What's that in the water?
It's a schmoddy bobble. Something I just made up. Surface skimmer, there you go. Right, guys, you all go in the boots as the fish and go in your car seats for safety, okay? No, I'm kidding. There we go. You lot all get in the boot, okay?
Okay.
Obviously, I'm joking. We have fish! So the first thing I want to do is take the fish out of the bags and just rest them in the aquarium, get them used to the temperature of the room. But I want to do it with the lights off, obviously, let them settle right down. Right, let's get these fish in. Give that about 20 minutes or so, and then we can release them. I will be releasing them straight from the bag. I completely trust Maidenhead Aquatics. I've known them for years. I know the protocols they go to, and that water in there is probably purer than my tap water. So yeah, if you don't know your fish store, then and you're adding it to an already established tank, then don't put the fish water in. But this is all technically a whole quarantine tank. Looks quite different without the lights on. Still good though. Right, we're ready to release the fish. All the kids and Kate are behind the camera. Say hi, kids.
Hi.
Okay, what should we do first? Should we go for these nice platies we've got here, the really colourful ones?
Mollies, isn't it?
Hang on.
Yeah, they are.
They are mollies. The platies are...
The red ones.
The red ones, the other side. Basically, they're the yellow mollies first. These are the ones that Grace picked. Try not to pop this too loud. There we go.
You ready? First fish.
Very first fish going in. I am going to reduce this water level once we've put them all in as well. Here they go, Guga. It's your fish. The first fish. Ta-da. Just a 5 because, you know, you didn't want too many of those. Let's keep the ball rolling though. This one is... What is this one?
Henry's fish.
Oh, it's Henry's. It's Henry's lonesome green neon Respora. He doesn't look too green at the moment because he's been in the bag, but he'll colour up as time goes by.
We'll get some more of those when they've got some more.
Yeah, when they've got more in stock. We're going to order them from you.
Oh, yeah. He must get eaten, though.
Oh, there he is. He's still quite... He's got a bit of green on him. You see it better in a minute when the lights on
I think he might get eaten.
No, of course he won't.
They're all small fish.
All
They're
small.
fine.
Yeah. It's very pessimistic of you, Jacob. Just to assume he's going to get eaten.
Maybe, you may know.
That's why we've gone for small fish.
I hope he doesn't get eaten.
No one's getting eaten.
No, you are you.
Right, next up is the red platies. These are ones I picked. I've had some of these before and they're so nice. So what we've got here, guys, is quite a few what's called live bearers. So the mollies and the platies, they will have babies in there, a bit like puppies do, and you'll get little mini ones dotted around. And quite a few of them will survive because there'll be loads of hiding spaces as well.
So they don't lay eggs.
They're
They're born alive.
Okay, next up is our neons. I can see there's one casualty, sadly.
What happened?
Sometimes it can happen from the stress of moving.
What happened?
Just sometimes that happens.
Death.
Yes, Jacob. Death.
We have got a net here actually.
I didn't though.
Yeah, it's already passed. That's okay. Sometimes things like that can happen. Right, but all the others are okay. There we go, look. They're quite small cardinals. They're like babies, so they'll grow in the tank with us as well. You see them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, very sparkly. Right, the next ones are the Resporas. Jakey, these are the ones you picked. Harlequins, well done, Jakey. Harlequin Resporas. These are the ones that Jakey picked.
These are one of my favourite fish, Jake.
They are really nice. I like them.
And they'll colour, again, everything will colour way better than you've got at the moment. So these are the Luminatus rainbows, doodles that you chose. They've got a like greenish tint to them and a greenish to their eyes.
I can see Henry's fish.
Right, you ready? Have you? Oh, you one Respora. And then these ones here.
What's that stuff floating down?
It's just a little bit of poo and some stuff from when they were catching them in the shop, but that'll get picked up by our filters. And then we have got wasps.
Oh, that was the no, that's the
Oh, this is the a glow light Danios, another one that I wanted as well.
They are really
So
nice.
it seems like quite a lot of fish, but there's such a small bioload from these small little fish here. We've got a massive filter, tons of substrate.
I mean, they don't get too big.
They don't get too big. I will be, yeah, but I mean for like all going in one go. I will be like testing the water daily to make sure there's no rises of ammonia or nitrite, and if there is, water change. Water change, water change, water change.
Have a look at them shoaling already. Look.
Oh look, yes, cardinals do shell really well
You just
together.
put in the glow lights that they're stayed
Yeah, glow lights definitely do. And then last but not least, I've got a load of Amano shrimp here just to help with cleaning. These are little cleaner shrimp guys. Yeah, I asked Cheryl, yeah, can you get me some of the cleaner shrimp? So they'll just go around and just tidy up all the wood and the substrate. We will get cories eventually, but I want all these plants to grow in tight first.
Didn't you say we're also going to get at least one black molly?
Yeah, we'll get some black mollies. We'll get a couple of those as well.
It
This
means
water is rather grubby because Cheryl will have to scoop right from the bottom. So I'll just try and release them sort of slowly. Not a lot I can do about that.
There's loads of them.
Yeah, got like 20 or so.
And you see it again now?
Yeah, you will see them. They're just sort of in the background. Working. Oh, there's more there. No, you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. There you go.
How about fish are there all together?
There we go. Oh, well, that's your job, Doodles. Right, your task now is to count every single fish. And if you lose count, you have to start again, okay? Go.
I don't know because they keep moving.
No, I'm joking. Jakey just said that I think we should put Timmy in here. It's probably not the best idea. I don't think there'd be many of these fish left, Jacob, if Timmy went in here. Look at that.
It's also too deep for Timmy as well.
Yeah, Timmy likes to go left and right, but he's not a massive fan of going deep, so it's not that sort of tank. But I think we've got a really good mix of fish here, haven't we?
Yeah.
It doesn't look too overcrowded, does it?
No. They seem to love this bottom left corner.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shaded area, but it'll take time for them just to get completely comfortable. But I think so far, so good. Look at this. Look at this action here, look. Look at them all swimming together. Still not coloured up, so give them a few hours, come back. It should be looking perfect. So you guys happy with it? You happy with your fish? We've got Grace's little yellow ones. We've got Doodles' green ones at the top there. Look, Doodles, there's the Luminatus rainbows in the middle there.
Do they only swim by themselves?
You mean as a group?
Oh, it's a
In their
group.
groups. Eventually, when they get a little bit more comfortable, they'll probably just go everywhere.
My
Where's your green neon? There he is.
Yeah, Henry's showing. He's doing him by himself.
No, because there's other Resporas, so he'll be fine. He'll be absolutely fine. Say that again. Say it again, Grace. What did you say? I didn't hear.
If fish if fish go out of water, then they can't breathe.
Well, that's right. Yeah, because they use the oxygen in the water to breathe through their gills, don't they?
I thought shark had no gills.
No. If a shark stops swimming, it actually dies. It needs the water to pass through to get. Yeah, it does.
So if you just grab a shark and stop it swimming, it'll die.
Yeah, apparently so. I've never grabbed a shark and stopped it swimming,
You
Doodle.
wrestled a crocodile.
I haven't wrestled a crocodile, not yet.
I think the crocodile win.
Oh, no, I don't know about that, Mummy. I can,
Go.
yeah, I think you're right, Doodles.
I think crocodiles are strong.
Well, they are strong, but I can just grab it and just do a death roll.
Or you could jump on its snout and then...
Its snout? I think you're right, actually. It is a snout, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a pig. Crocker pig.
Cockapig. Cockapig.
Oh, guys, there's one more thing we forgot.
Oh, what was it?
Henry's dinosaur he picked out. I'm thinking somewhere back here, look. Put it in like
I
that.
think that's a good spot, Henry.
And then you can still see him, but he's like sort of hidden. And eventually the plants will grow around him a little bit as well.
It'd be like he's poking out the plants.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want it there?
The fishes might go inside.
Yeah, that's okay.
The meadow's fine.
And they start going, oh no, it's a big friend.
Yeah, oh, look at the Amanos up here. Love that wood. That's some nice wood.
I think there's 3.
Comes Bonnie.
Okay, look, here's all the Amanos on the wood. They're loving that bit. But look here.
See Bonnie.
Bonnie is here. Has Bonnie seen it?
I am Mrs. Nesbit.
Bonnie
So
doesn't,
far,
Bonnie
she's
doesn't
not
pay
slow.
much attention to it at all.
No, she doesn't seem bothered at all.
Shall I show her?
No,
No. We'd rather she didn't see.
we don't want her to see.
She will see eventually.
She will see, yeah, and she'll probably come all the way around here like this. And she will probably
Oh, things
sit.
are moving.
I think she'll sit here and she'll enjoy probably looking at them. But she dares try to get in.
The water's high, so then
We won't leave the door. We won't.
No, she won't be in here. The cats won't be in here when we're not in here. And at night time, the door's shut and everything like that. So there's no chance of them going in the water or touching any of the plants. And now that the fish are in, actually, there's one more thing we need to do.
Let's quit.
I need to add, quick start. Beneficial bacteria doodles. Where is it? Where
Help. Stay healthy.
Basically, the tank, any of the poop that the fish produce, this stuff will help the filters to make it clean again. See, I've got the quick start. I've got 100 ml of it here, which is the perfect amount for this size tank. And this is going to seed the tank, adding beneficial bacteria that's going to go in the filter, in the substrate system. It's just going to make everything work perfectly. I mean, the tank is technically cycling at any moment because we've got breakdown of waste materials from the plants and everything. So everything's going to be great. But I will be testing every single day just to make sure that there's no ammonium nitrite. If there is, like I always say, whip it down, whip it back up again. We should be absolutely golden. Right, it is the next day. And obviously yesterday when we got the fish, it was a family thing. And Steph wasn't there. He was with his own family. I don't make him work at the weekends. But it's now Monday, he's now arrived. And I think it's only right to end the video showing Steph, seeing as he helped me build everything, make decisions. And yeah, I want to see his reaction. See if he can spot the Easter egg. I mean, obviously he can, but I want to see his reaction to it. Yeah, you look fine.
Good.
Okay, so as you know, we picked fish based on what the kids wanted. Okay.
Okay. That sets the
Come
scene.
on in. It's
Wow.
it's quite colourful.
It's very colourful.
Yeah, I mean,
It's looking good though.
I think it worked. Keep going round.
Oh.
And I think you can barely notice it.
I don't think it's that obvious at all, actually. I had to really look for that.
It's quite cute, isn't it?
Oh, it's looking so good though.
Yeah, like last night after I put the camera down, we sat with the cats and that. It was really nice just seeing the movement. And they did come up. The cats came and sat, obviously, on this bit here.
Oh, they're going to be curious, aren't they?
Yeah, and they were doing the little touchy thing, but I
Yeah.
managed to get them to stop doing that from some, what would you call it? Corrective training. Every time they touched it, they got a little hiss and a little tap, and then eventually just stopped doing it altogether. We've ordered some water pistols as well.
Okay.
Because basically, if they're doing anything that you don't want them to do,
It's
a quick
little-
squirt,
a
and they
little-
don't associate it with you, but they associate that horrible feeling with doing it. So, yeah.
So
Look, they're here now, look.
tell me what you've got in here.
Not even bothered. Yeah, so we have got...
Neon tetras, I know, because they're like mine.
Oh, you know that, do you?
nostalgia. It's nostalgia.
They are not neon tetras.
Are they not?
Almost. Cardinal tetras.
Oh.
So they've got more red and more blue.
Okay.
Because neon tetra's half blue at the top, half red at the bottom.
I almost sounded like I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, it was close. Most people would say that, though. It's fine. But, you know.
And they kind of swim in a little school,
Yeah.
don't they?
Sort of stay together. We've got Harlequin rasboras. We've got some mollies, which are the bright yellows. We've got some platies, which are the bright oranges. So I picked the platies, and Grace wanted the yellow mollies.
She loves yellow.
We've got some glow light
Who picked the
danios.
egg?
Henry did. You'll see it on the video. I'll show you in a bit. It's so funny. He basically, as soon as I said he could have that, he was like, "Oh, I want the volcano and the ship." And
Calm down, Henry. Have you got any bottom feeders?
not yet. We're going to introduce those a little bit later once all the foreground plants are sort of anchored in more.
Yeah.
Because at the moment they'll go through there and it'll just sort of stir it all up. So yeah, do that at a later date.
Oh, it's great to see it with fishing. It just brings it completely to life, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm often like, oh, I'm not sure about the tank, and then you put fish in and it's like, awesome. Especially like they are all swimming in every area as well, so there's always something to look at.
Yeah.
And we'll get tons of babies from the live bearers as well, which are the platies and the mollies. So the kids will love that when that happens as well.
That's what I noticed when I came round, was just the school of, not the neon tetras here.
It would have been the harlequins.
Was it? No. There's these little ones.
Oh yeah, the glow lights as well. Basically, all the little groups stay together, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've done absolutely fantastic.
What does it look like from here?
Yeah, it's really good.
Sat down.
It's really good.
Oh yeah. And here?
That's almost the same view.
Oh,
Try
yeah.
it from the other seat. Let me give them the view.
Oh yeah.
It's a cool view, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking great.
And yeah, thank you very much for our first big project together. It was like probably the most fun I've ever had doing this.
It's been great fun, and it's just the start of more fun builds,
exactly.
isn't it? So,
but it's not just, it's like the fun has made it better, like as in the actual build. Like at no point was anything a drag or a pain. It's just been great.
Yeah, and it's been like we've done a lot in a short space of time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's been like a full-on few days, but
it's actually since the start, since we actually went and picked it up, it was 10 days total to get to that point, which is pretty good. We could have done it quicker, obviously, but we had weekends in between there. But I messaged Dave. Yeah, I messaged Dave Aquarium Gardens a picture of it a few days ago, and he was like, "How do you do these things so fast?" I was like, "I don't mess about."
That's true. You don't mess about.
We just when I've got an idea in my head, it's all systems go. But thankfully, you knew that when you signed up to this.
Oh yeah, I know you well.
But you like that, don't you? You like the fast pace.
Fast pace is good. Yeah, because then you see results quickly, and that's really rewarding. So, and look at it. I mean, in 10 days, it's gone from nothing to that.
Yeah,
which is great.
There was nothing in this room, and now there's something absolutely brilliant. So yeah, thank you very much.
It's the start of more tanks in here, right?
We're literally in a minute, as soon as I press stop on this, going to the studio and building a Pleco tank. Yeah. Which we prepped on Friday.
Pleco Monday.
Pleco Monday. Is that going to be I'm not sure that'll catch on. Anyway, yeah, thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoys it. See you later. So the tank is now 3 months old and it's gone from strength to strength to strength. We had that little blip to begin with. After a couple of weeks of setting up a diatom phase, we got a little bit of algae going on. I was trying to dial the lights in, get them to the right intensity. But once I'd sort of cracked that and cleared the green water with the internal UV sterilizer, I basically have done nothing since. The auto water top up works a treat. You know, the water level stays exactly where it should be. Dose ferts once a week, feed the fish, pretty much it. And as you can see, the plants have just grown and grown. We've had one trimming session, and that was a good few weeks back now when we went and got the extra fish. It's ready for one again, but I just wanted to do the final shots because I feel like right now is the perfect sort of finish. I think it looks fantastic. All the foreground plants have just grown right in. It looks like a lush, perfect carpet, and the right scaling as well because it hasn't got the bigger leaves down there. Much better as it is, way more glossostigma, and I just think it looks great. And this video has been one that has really let you guys into my home in a way that I haven't really before, not for a very long time anyway, but I couldn't build something like this, be like probably one of my best tanks I've ever built, and not bring you along for the ride. So hopefully you've enjoyed it all. Surely if you've watched to this point, I deserve a sub, nearly 1 million, so yeah, that would be great. And yeah, leave a comment if you've enjoyed it and that as well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one. I'm building another home tank very soon.